How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you boys are all having a... Oh, I did wrong thing. Hold on, let me move that, move that. Here we are. We got ourselves more 5V5 1V1 DUELS today, boys. How y'all doing? Hope everybody's having a good one. We got this time today, Friday, ASUS Day, where normally Saturdays NA. We're starting up a little bit earlier. I did post about it. Yeah. Also, NVIDIA decided to change the whole app for drivers and stuff. They usually have I use Shadowplay to record my stuff. That is an NVIDIA thing. If you have an NVIDIA card, you have Shadowplay automatically in the thing. It's like recording, like screen recording or whatever. That's usually how I do my videos. They changed it to an app from this other app. It used to be a program called what was it called even? Explore? No. I don't even know. They don't even have anymore. Anyway, they had a program that that's how you manage your drivers, and that's how you proc Shadowplay. Now they changed it just to an NVIDIA app. So it now is a little bit more baked in to some other stuff. It changes how recordings work. So today I'm gonna hope to God that everything recording wise saves. Otherwise, I'm going to have a biggest headache this entire week. So, if you'll excuse me, I am going to take things a little slower just to make sure everything's good. But, yeah. So, let's get some duels going, right? Let me get the music back in here, too. Love me some Elden Ring, dude. Love me some Elden Beast. Alrighty. EU! Today is the day. I get to do some 5V5 1V1 DUELS for the evening. Christian, Nick, Odinson, Reviews, how y'all doing? Welcome back. Hope you guys are having a good one. Groups are up. Plush is looking for more bodies, and we'll be getting my man Cracker in here as well. So, oh, am I not undead? Should there be a dot spectator? Get in here, boys. Groups are up in LFG. God, I love this song. It's probably louder in my ears than it is for you guys, but boy, do I love it. Also, let me know if the mic is a little louder than normal. I feel like it's spiking really hard, but maybe it's just me yelling into the twisting nether. Alright, groups are live though. If you guys want to join us, there's going to be in the... I don't even see your group. I don't see your group. I don't see your group for some reason, lol. Is it because I'm on Argent Dawn? No. Wait, it's because Raid Shadowlands. Never mind. Never mind. NVM is there. It's there. I am blind. Here we go. Never mind. It's all good. Groups are listed. If you boys want to join in, now will be the time. Now will be the time to gather. Gather upon me, my brethren. We must fight. We must group up. There it is. We're here. I'm a pin in the chat. Join us. All right. Yeah, so I have a bunch of little every time I click away, I have the NVIDIA thing jump up on my screen. You guys can see it, but I see it. Everything is a little different with NVIDIA today. So it's gonna be interesting. You're actually engaged. Alrighty. Here we are though, boys. Here we are. The groups are listed. Blush is making a group right now. I'm gonna start asking around all of the regular homies if they want to join us. Hey Adam, wanna join some 5V5 1V1 DUELS, friend? Let's see if this man is down for it. What else do we invite, man? What else do we invite on these? Azrael? Ooh, I can see if Koopa wants to join instant attention. exactly. Broton. I haven't seen Broton in such a long while, man. Frostboss? Frostboss joined us a couple of times. I don't know why I have him as a no in the thing. Kragar's in Tolveron Arena right now, so yeah. Are you really doing the EU deals that early? Yeah, because of time zones, man. Me and Kragar been in conversation, right? Me and Kragar been in cahoots, and yeah. Basically, like, time zones change for everybody, but like that entire region. So it's kind of like, hey, we want to make sure we get EU, the homies, as many games as possible. So we're starting a little early. It worked out last week, so let's see how things go now. But it worked out pretty well last week. But yeah, groups are up, boys. If y'all want to join him, Plush, he's got a group right now. He's waiting for more bodies. If you want to join him, you're more than welcome to. Crackers finish off his arena, looks like. And then he'll be getting ready on his end as well. Mayori? Who's Mayori again? Luso? Does he join these? I don't think so. Breezaz, I think, is actually in the same arena as Kragar right now, with Overon. So I think he's been in his thing for a bit. Does Ramar want to join in, actually? There's like Ramara and the lead cutie on the same account, so I have no idea who's who. But yeah. I'll lay on the couch, watch it. Let's go, dude. Let's hopefully get some groups up and running here in just a minute. But yeah. Oh man, I like that. Good to see those before I had to sleep. Let's go, dude. Yeah, it works out for you boys, because like a lot of you are in EU, right? It's super late for you anyway. So it's just a couple of hours earlier. You know, not the worst. It's not the worst. Asmensty. I can see if Asmensty wants to join in. Or Hotik. Yeah, I might actually ask him. Hey Asmensty. Wanna join 5V5 1V1 DUELS, friend? I think Kraken is putting a group together right now. So if you guys want to join in, Plush has a group. Plush has a group. I'm gonna ask around a couple more homies here as we are gathering everybody together. I believe Texas is watching from work. Yeah, I feel ya, dude. I feel ya. Yeah. A lot of the boys over in the EU, right? For them, it's super late when we get our streams going. But NA, yeah, it's completely another thing. Gotowe. Okay, I need to pull up also the Russian keyboard, just so I can communicate with the Kragar. Okay, num +3. Here we go. We need +3 and we'll be good to go. +3, and then we're here, and then we're ready. Hey, Ramaru, wanna join some Duels fam? I'll ask Mara anyway. I'll whisper him. Because remember, Mara used to join these pretty regularly. Oh, Bliv? Oh, on a shaman. Hey, Bliv. Wanna hop into some 5v5s? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Chat, I've been not sleeping super well, or rather I'm waking up super early, so if I'm rubbing my eyes today, dude, just because I'm sleepy. I've been awake for way too long today already. Way too long, and I got done way too many things today. I got a full raid run while I also got my stuff, man. Skip bro, waiting for some friends to join the key. Sounds good, my dude. Sounds good. So we need still 2 more, and we'll be good to go. Whoa! Does Lucy join these? He's in Stonewall, so I'm just gonna let him do his thing. Does Frostboss want to join? Hey, Frost, wanna join 5v5s? If I don't see some other shamans today, I'm gonna throw it. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty topical with the recent elections here in the US. Not making a political statement, but I can have a laugh or two. We'll hopefully have at least 1 or 2. I can't guarantee anything. The only time I would have been able to guarantee is like a while ago when my man Tasty, I'm actually going to see if he's on, when Tasty used to join these pretty regularly. That's the only way I'd be able to recommend, actually. Hey, wanna join some 5v5 Duels, friend? Let's see if Azrael is down, man. I miss Azrael. I wanted to join these, if at all possible. Advo? Wait, is that Advo? Hold on, is that Advo? Hold on a second. Is that Advo? Is that Advo the Warlock? His name, bro. Advo. Why is it so funny? I think it's a W to me that's really funny. Because it's a V. It's just a proper V. At least you would pronounce it as a V. Is that Advo? In a bit maybe, yes? Okay. Gathering bodies right now. Yeah, so maybe we can get him in here at some point. Buka is a Deepwind Gorge, but I'm pretty sure it's a BG, right? So he's doing stuff. Aspect, maybe? PvE guy. Avantgarde is PvE. Anto is queuing some stuff by the looks of it. So we need 1 more, actually. We need 1 of us. We need one more. One more! What's up? What's up, Asmus C? Yo, my God, we're trying to get some groups together. I know you said you're doing some keys. Hopefully get some keys done. I'll be doing some keys later today with my friend group. Hopefully we'll be able to push up like more 12s. Maybe get a 13-hour car, run that back again. I was screaming to the sky and putting on chastity belt. Man, that's some protest, right? That's a protest, right? I decided Paladin Classic when I get my hands on Ashbringer. Like, I would talk like classic. Are you actually playing classic, or are you talking about SOD, Jake? That's about it. Starts off kind of slow. Yeah, I'd say I'd argue every class does, but yeah, a Paladin is very slow because I leveled one not in vanilla, but I leveled one in a Wrath when that was out, right? Because they did some Wrath, fresh realms. So Paladin basically starts about the same. You do get Crusader Strike eventually, but like, yeah, it's a lot of auto attack and then just drop out of consecration and just waiting and judgments once in a while. Seeing Boomies on the one to chill in the moment. Dude, barely Boomies. Boomies are just not amazing in 1v1s. They're good in groups though, but in a 1v1 it's just like, they're not feral. You will have to play feral for just survivability alone. Cobra! Hold on, is he joining in? Hey, Duels? Hold on, maybe Cobra. No mind, they already got a group. We're full. We're full! Gotowy. I'm letting him know. We are ready. Alrighty, boys. First duel of the night. Lush and Kragar 5 in the grand 1. Here we are. He's like, go. He just tells me go. I love that. Alrighty. Here it is, boys. We're doing it. Oh, I hate how it's ended. I was enjoying myself. I was enjoying my music. But here we are. We are here. I do still need to go back and like get a proper like epic music mix though. I never got around to doing that. I end up being really busy with the bot direct stuff. Way too busy. Busier than I expected to be. But привет, через минуту 30. Да, хорошо. У нас будет место для тебя. Найдем место. Как тебе день сегодня, друг? As my man Cobra popping in the chat here. Alrighty. Switch. Hopefully my recording stuff works, by the way. It's going to be really weird on my end. Everything is going to be very different, but hopefully all of it works. Alright? That's going to be interesting. We got ourselves Admo. It is Admo. Ah, so funny. What a name change, man. Admo, but it's instead of a V, it's a W. This man picking up more W's, dude. I feel like the more games Admo wins, you just keep adding a W in there, dude. Collecting the dubs, you know what I mean? Zakon's gonna be up as the team 2 first up, trying to see if he can maybe sneak around. But with Admo, as long as he's getting those pets up and running, he should be all right. Got himself a proper Tyrant, potentially big damage. Got himself a big house down, lockdown. What is that Tyrant doing? That man is out for a walk. What is that thing? Oh, finally it's casting. Never mind. It got immediately stunned. Zakon trying to get himself a bit of survivability here. Having to play around not the hammer build, but he is getting hammered back here as a Herald of the Sun. He's able to fight the demons. Able to survive it quite a bit. Admo is perfect to find just getting himself some demon doggers around the corner. So for him, it's a perfect position to be in. He's got himself Charhound. He's got himself Soul Burn ready, so in case he needs a port or a Hellstone or whatever he needs. Pulling his pet back for a moment. Zakon does get locked out. Hold on a second. Admo got even more procs. More pets maybe? He just got more procs. Double pets over there. Those pets are enough to actually put some pressure on the guy. I feel like Zakon, yeah, if he realizes he's just gonna have to bubble or bob this. Otherwise, he's gonna die. He's not in a great spot. Might be lay on hands. And this way, Admo, while he feels like he's got a lot of Zakon, that is a lay on hands. That is a big button. He can always go for lay on hands and bubble within the same global. You just know, since bubble no longer cares about forbearance anymore, depending how you talent yourself, it can definitely be rough. So as long as you can just like pressure Zakon, there goes a stun into a Dreadstalker, might be able to get a bubble and a regenerate out of the guy because he's behind the pillar. Trying to maintain himself. Looks like Tyrant kind of trying to see if he can swing around the corner, but the long way. The Tyrant going the long way. As Zakon trying to do whatever he can on his end. Fear out of Admo. Zakon with a trinket. You have a port. That's a stun. Full trinket available for Admo. Just back up out of this. Zakon looks like he's able to break past the demons for a second. Getting a couple of casts here and there. He needs to get interrupted on Holy. That is the only way I think to kill him. Through that bubble, because there goes the bubble regenerating. You can't stop him. At least Admo's gotten more demons spawning in with a big I keep confusing those guys. Doom Lord, Doom Guard. Pretty sure it's a Doom Guard. Pretty sure it's a Doom Guard. I keep confusing him. Because I'm like, a guard usually is like a Fel guard, right? Usually like a melee. I don't know why I think for Fel guard and guard make it like a melee in my head. But I'm thinking of like a Doom Lord is more like a caster. Lording over the other demons, I imagine, right? Tyrant, stun, Axos does lock him out. I don't know if Zekan has anything anymore. I think it just lights Shield of Vengeance with a wall as a last ditch effort for defense. I think it's just over. Admo does win these the longer the game goes on. As long as you're chilling behind the pillar, there ain't much you could really do. Sabo leaping in, trying to see if he can lock down Adwood. Does get him rooted. Shot him out for a second as he tried to break away. Got himself a little bit of health to work with. The Battlemaster Tricky getting slowed down. Board right now for Adwo. He is able to at least reposition and got himself out of dodge. But he's not out of the woods just yet. Shadow Fury onto the pets. At least he's got himself a Charhound. Unless he can get his main pet back over there and maybe get some axe tosses onto Sabo. Exactly what he does. Trinket with a Lightning Lasso. Trying to see if he can just keep Admo in place. Full ascent, full burst. Everything's available. Unless if Admo has a port. Does have a port last second. But the damage that Sabo's got right now, I don't know what you can really do in that situation. A couple of strikes. And Sabo does take it. Did Guerrero just randomly send out a... I think Orez just randomly sent out a Prospect Security earlier. Hollow is going to be up next. The lockdown immediately. This could be potentially lots of damage for Sabo. Hollow does activate full burst available. He doesn't have the eruptions that fly out as he goes in for Dark Archangel. Fiora into Sabo. Got at least as many instant casts as possible. He is playing out into the Void Rift or the Void Reaver playstyle. Full dots. Ramp up with the Sabo. That Rift is looking mighty big. That's going to be a lot of damage. Hollow trying to see if he can just maintain himself, keeping the dots on the Sabo with a Void Operation to reposition. As long as he can put some pressure on the guy, he's going to be in a great spot. Sabo dropping down a totem is now playing the Tempest. He's playing out into the Totemic. So you might be in a good spot here. The fact that Totemic has a bit of that great stun, by the way, with that stun totem. Double stun! Perfect at countering that fear. That is so good. Who needs a tremor when double stun does the job? Who needs a tremor when a simple button does the big button stuff? Big burst out for Sabo. Full potential setup here. Missing the Sunder, which is an amazing. But he's trying to see. Oh, actually, might not even be a Sunder. Might have just been a random proc. Does get an interrupt onto the Void Blast. As Hollow does lose out on the Rift. Hollow super low. Might be looking at a disperse here. Needs a disperse right now. But he doesn't have it. I think Shadow Word Death is literally what killed him at the end there. He had Sabo pretty low. Might have gotten the fat proc. But I don't think he had enough there to follow up. That's a full route onto all these pets. Guerreros with a lockdown on Sabo, not much you can really do. What I was going to say about the whole Totemic is the fact that as long as you have totems out, those totems will grant you a shield, and it's just like a nice bit of passive survivability. Kragar charging it on his bike. This man's got the bike. Trying to see if he can give the pressure, the blades, the damage onto Guerreros. S is looking for full recovery. There goes as much survivability. Warlock Hellstone from Advum. Everything he's got, everything available in order to try to see if he can live this. IBF available. Guerreros does get hit with a Disarm Stone onto Kragar, looking to escape, but Kragar is just not giving him opportunity at all. Stormbolt, there's no shot he can escape, and Blaze him to maintain onto Guerreros. Couple of death strikes, got himself a little bit of Battle Master Trinket to work with, potentially maybe some damage building up. Parry out for Kragar. That parry is a very, very bold move, by the way. That's a very bold parry. Maybe he expected he mained a defensive. Maybe he just wanted to treat the Death Knight's cooldowns with full respect, right? Maybe that's what he's trying to go for, which actually might have been the play. Might have been just the play. Leaping around the corner, trying to see if he can get on top of push. Now that he doesn't have a parry versus push, that's going to be a little bit rough, because parry could be amazing for the kidney. Does drop down a Colossus Smash onto the Rogue. Should be bleeding still. Unless he's... No, he's still bleeding. He's still bleeding. He's definitely bleeding. But I was going to say, like, the bleed should have got him out in the open anyway. Plus, does have a mark onto Kragar. He just needs to commit and get a couple of those finishes. Kidney shot as the reflect is out for Kragar. Got himself a decent bit of burst. Is it enough, though? He's got himself the AoE. He's got himself the Tornado, which apparently is part of the play. Fear onto plushes. Goes in for a Trinket. Kragar, not a lot of health available. This way parry would have been amazing. Just to have a defensive while you're getting blasted would have been good. Plus, just trying to see if you keep the pressure on him with an evasion. Cannot really stop the Rogue that much. Only thing you can do is send him with an overpower once in a while, dropping down the banner in case there's a kidney shot out of the Rogue. But he doesn't go in for it. As long as you let Kragar bleeding, he's going to be not in a great spot unless a second wind kicking in. Someone is healing him for a second. But I think he did end up leading him rotting and bleeding over there. As long as you go in for that rupture, it also puts up this plague dot on you as well. Blade someone a cracker. Parry's available. Got him some battle stance while parry is up. There's an opportunity for him to potentially make a play. Big bleeds on the push. Massive hits with a mortal strike. If you can lock him down with a stun, that's a full warbreaker into a big demolish. It does end up taking out the rogue. She does barely keeping him alive, but a bleed tick does take him out. Messiah is the last one over for the team too. I think he's trying to see if he can shuffle over to Krager and give him a bit of an honor duel here. Try to give him a chance. No parry. Only thing you got is a trinket. If Xayah is playing Herald of the Sun, then there's no way you're going to be able to deal with the Dawnlight easily. Your best hope right now is that he's a hammer build, which is going to hurt. It's going to be painful, but at least you can get second wind out of it. Now, it's only a matter of time to find out what kind of a build Xayah is, and there goes the Dawnlight. Yep. He got that tether. He got that light all around the crown of Krager. It is going to be a rough one to be in. Krager with the stun. Shield of Evidence out for Xayah. Got plenty of damage, and Krager can't even respond. He hasn't played Defensive Fear, but Xayah immediately with a trinket, so maybe you'll be able to use the stun in order to deal lockdown Xayah at a later time. You're trying to see if you can get yourself a little bit of an escape, but you can't get rid of the Dawnlight. Reflected Summon back, and Xayah was not a stun or anything. Battlemaster Trinket is available for a second into a Blastical Protection as you went in for a stun. There's nothing he could do unless you got a shatter for this one. It doesn't even matter. Krager just looking to survive, but I don't think he will be able to. Full lockdown by Xayah. Just needs one more hit. Actually, nothing a warrior can do against a paladin. I actually don't even know if there's a possible like win condition, because I guess you got a good burst out of him, force a bubble out of the guy, right? Or land a kick. That's the only way you could do it, but like there's not gonna cast it. There's not gonna cast anything to get kicked. Layer on hands brings it back up to full, even at 46% dampening. They're tired of life, able to pressure Xayah either way though. That is going to be most likely a bubble out of the paladin. Try to see if you can hold on to the bubble a little bit later. Full wings are available. Stun to tired. Full burst. Searing glare, so you can see offensive. Tired of life can't respond. He's got first aid with immunity. I guess that actually works because he can't take damage while immune, and first aid gets all the value. That is so good. He recovered a bit of health. Better than what he could have done in most other situations. Flying up in the air, trying to see if he can barrage down Xayah. That actually does a lot of damage with the barrages. I don't know if Xayah wants to play with fire here. He is super low. Got at least a down on the guy. Darkness down for a second. I-beam. And Xayah is still holding on to a bubble. The Paladin could actually bring it back. The Paladin does end up bringing it back. Was that a Battlemaster trinket that fell off or something? Might have been, actually. It might have been. As the sap comes out onto Xayah. And, what's your name? NSMSHK. I don't even know what to call you. NS? NS, yeah, I guess we'll call it. I want to call it Mishka. Just because MSHK. Like, if you just like, it's like the word Mishka? Mishka? Or like Misha. A bear, I guess, more or less. I don't know. NS. NS, what do we call him? NS. 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 With an evasion, as Xayah got himself wings. Full Dawnlight on the Rogue, so it's only a matter of time. The Rogue just needs to make some kind of a play. Normal bubble for Xayah, Shield of Vengeance. I don't know if he just live it. Disarm to Xayah, does have a trinket into a blind, but the Rogue, I think. Yeah, still Dawnlighted. You can't do much. Garroted the guy. Getting the shot. Kingsbane. Cheat death. Unless you can just lock him down right now, right here with the Garrotes. Xayah knows it's over. Yeah, even Xayah knew it was over. My God. 3 for Xayah. Saba and Krager really do end up pulling the weight on this team, but then Krager and Saba do get taken down by, or at least their whole progress does get dethroned by one lone red paladin, man. That is wild. Let's get another one going, boys. Uno mas. Let me know when you guys are both ready. Blush, Krager, let me know when you're ready. What are we at this point? 20? No, 10, right? 115. Anything with instant cast? Yeah. What's the most fun for you guys in PvP? BGs and Duels. Like for a class? I like me Rogue. I like me some Rogue. I like me Rogue. But also like anything that's yeah, I would agree with that. Anything that has instant cast I think would be really, really cool. Get invite when we got a spot. Actually, we do have a spot right now. A spot is open. In fact, open. I can't spell. Okay, so we still need one. Go. How do I invite Frost Boss? They're listed in they listed under Molten Core. Here we go. The group is listed, boys. If y'all want to join in, more than welcome to. We got a spot right now. We got a spot right now. By the way, now Paladin's actual class had 0 access to Crusader Strike. Oh, yeah, like a classic. Yeah, I do know that. I was just saying, like, early levels, it's about, in Wrath, it's about the same as like classic, isn't it? I mean, maybe there's some parts that are different. I don't think I unlocked Crusader Strike until like leveling a TBC. So I don't remember. Maybe there's a good chance it is a little different talent-wise though. Yeah, that's a button I feel like that class probably did need, to be fair. Okay, we can do hook point. Hook point. Is it a U today? It is a U today, Johnny boy. Yes, it is, my man. Yes, it is. Oh yeah. You got Crusader Strike pre-patch during TBC? Was it TBC pre-patch? Damn. Yeah. That's probably the best part about, like, when you look at vanilla WoW, classic, awesome. But just like the class design only got better going into TBC and Wrath. Like every single playstyle literally got better. Because they were like, TBC was basically, oh yeah, now it's an opportunity for us to just to give a couple more talents to fix a certain playstyle. Giving Paladin's Crusader Strike basically fixes a lot of the gameplay for that spec. Right, not even adding the whole holy power generating building, just giving them Crusader Strike gives them a button. It's insane. It is so good. Alrighty, here we are. Another one, boys. Switch. Joining then? Yeah, hell yeah, dude. We'll get spot, yeah. Got ourselves Admiral over for the team one, ready to go. Might be the first one without Goeris, because both of them looked like they're at the starting line. We got Saya, we got ourselves Caligorn, we got ourselves Plush with Cracker over for the team two on his bike. Oh, he looks so good. Look at that thing. I'm glad somebody on it was able to help you out, my guy. Tired of life, we got ourselves Zekon, we got ourselves Adas, as well as. Actually, I wanted to look at your mug. I like the little bandana he's got above his head. Will Bloodfang said? Wait, that actually is really cool. Reflect up for Adwood, taking a lot of damage versus Sabo, but did duel him last time. Though this time around, though, both of them start out at the very beginning with all of the cooldowns available. A proper 1v1 between a Warlock as a Demonology and an enhancement Shamansman. For Sabo, it is going to be a little bit tougher to maneuver his totem around to where Advo is to get a lot of value. As a certain totem, it still does a lot of damage and still powers up a lot of your abilities. It still is very helpful. The buffs it provides is actually still consequential, but having to move that totem on top of the target that can just walk away from the totem, not ideal either. Lasso on to Advo. Sabo taking a little bit slower into it. Axe Toss, there's an opportunity for Advo to put some pressure onto the guy, able to summon up the demon within in order to place an anathema down onto Sabo, so you can see that the shaman is actually getting whittled away little by little. Double stun totem around the corner, unless Advo maybe can take it out. Looks like he's able to not take out the second one, and then maybe Sabo does not look as the double chain totem, but I could be wrong on that one. Got himself at least a little bit of recovery. So is Advo, just gonna go for a created Hellstone. Why he has got it with Sabo. Sunder for a second. Does give an opportunity to potentially make a play. Burrow for a moment, but I think he needs to use the burrow to chase after Advo. Try to see if he can get on top of the guy. He's got himself the Earthy Elemental. That's gonna give him at least a little bit of help to work with. Advo does get rooted, summoning up a big old tyrant, but that thing is very confused. How many pets do you have? Is it just doggos and a Felguard? Huh. Yeah, Tyrant is really good as a pet, not anymore as like an actual damage pet, but to buff the damage of your other pets, they really juiced them up for this expansion. So that one is like, it's so nice just to use them as a buff. You know what I mean? Like relying on Tyrant for damage was, atrocious. Using them as a buff, perfectly cool with that. I think it's a better part for Demo. Double stone onto all those pets that do get discombobulated for a second. Sabo at least able to back up for a second, drop another totem. At least he's able to cleave down the demonic army here fairly quickly. Dispatch him fast enough in order to be able to give himself a little bit of health to work with. But he's just not out of the woods yet at all. That's going to be freshly summoned a Felguard for Advo. Is Sabo is careful keeping that Felguard low while not letting Advo get a fresh one? Might actually be the play. Sees the big Fel Lord or Felguard dropping down Shadow Bolts from a distance, trying to see if he can avoid it a little bit into a reflect for Advo. Try to go for a cast, expect for a kick out of Sabo. Does go for a Sunder instead, holding on to a kick for now. Just surrounded by the pets, and that was a Tyrant. Double Felguard and everything. This could be huge for Admiral. He just got to find a way to keep Sabo away from him with all those pets just surrounded. Sabo seeing those Fellords or Felguards, and it backs up out of there. Quick ascendance as Admiral rounds the bend around the pillar, around the shark head. Sabo just trying to see if he can get himself a little bit of damage, trying to find a way to lock down Sabo, able to survive these demons for the time being, but those shadow bolts from the Felguard, I keep calling it Fellord. If I call it Fellord, I mean Felguard, or Doomguard. What am I talking about? Doomguard. I get my demons wrong right now. Fellords, Doomguards, there's Overlords, there's Charhounds, there's so many. There's so many. Is it going to be reflect out for Admiral? I think someone might reflect on somebody backing themselves that, or just one of the demons spiked them with a full wall for Admiral. Did have to commit a lot of defenses to live that. So that was a lot of committed cooldowns though. I just think it's going to put him on a bit of a back burner. And as the Rogue going to be up next, full dots, death mark, and everything onto Admiral. He has no wall. Dark Pact coming up very, very soon. Got him some Warlock Hellstone, but the Dark Pact, I mean, it's only going to help him so much. Vanish out of the Rogue. Could always go for a Garrod. I think he's going to try to see if he can get one. I don't know if a Garrod was successful there, or at least the silenced version of Garrod was successful. Does get a huge burst of the Admiral. He doesn't have a lot of health to work with. All he can do is summon up a Tyrant and hope he can live just long enough. He needs Axos, he needs Mortal Coil, he needs anything but ASUS, as long as he can just keep the pressure rolling. Eventually, below 10% health, Admiral, like a balloon, can just go pop. With Saya going to be up next versus a Rogue. I do want to take a look at your mock here really quick. It's good. Actually, I really, really like it. Look at that. Bloodfang, and you got the bandana and everything. Try to see if you can go for a little bit of like a little bit of it looks like a smaller opener, more subtle opener with just a couple of bleeds onto Saya. Trying not to break that sap a little bit too early. Blind onto Saya. And I think for NS, I don't really know what you can really do in this situation. Sippy Cup, maybe catch a reset, maybe a sap, but it's not going to be possible. Cheap death with the dot burning it. Dawnlight just takes you, or rather Saya takes it with a blade of justice at the end, man. That is rough. That is rough. Tired of life. Waiting. Kragar looked like he was gonna go. Instead, waiting. Zekon. One of you guys gotta go next. I think maybe Kragar was supposed to go next, but he's probably just like, come on, man. I don't want to duel a paladin, bro. Don't make me mad. I feel like if anybody here has a chance to win against him, against Saya, this is on his big old brutal. Look at this guy. On his big old brutal. For him, I don't really know. I think another paladin would be like a very solid guy to duel him, solid class to duel him, because at least you can match him on CDs. But wait, is he trying to switch off? Is it trying to switch up? Are they doing a switch? Hold on, they are doing a switch. Instead, it's gonna be a plush. Hold on a second. Sai decided to put himself back towards the what looks like back of the group as the backup plan. I think he wants to make sure that Kragar at the very least maybe has a proper chance to duel him, because I mean, a paladin versus a warrior, I don't know what a warrior can do in that kind of a situation. Disarm as Kragar backing up out of there, bleeds onto plush while he's got evasion rolling. Best you can do is sit in defensive stance, maybe get a couple overpowers with that bleed onto the rogue. Unless you go for a Cloak of Shadows, that Thunderous Roar should still do a bit of damage, shouldn't it? Yeah, putting you out in the open. Shadow Strike to trade. Barrier up for Kragar. So he's in a perfect spot right now as a Battle Masters? Is that what I was gonna say? Battle Masters? Battle Stance comes out. Or some upcasters in PvP. I feel like there's quite a... I mean, would you count Beastmaster Hunter a caster? I guess that would be ranged. If you count that as a caster, then I'd say, yeah, probably a caster. Most people do... Some people count like marksmanship a caster, like a ranged caster. Like they'll put him in the same boat as like mages and warlocks and stuff. But I feel you though. I feel you though. Blind but plush. Trying to go for a bit of a first aid. Looks like some kind of a bleed is still on him. That is keeping him from being able to completely stabilize Sap and a Kragar. But Zerker Rage available, and I think should be able to go for a big demolish. Has a bleed onto Plush. Just goes in for Roar. Yeah, there's no way that Plush can potentially recover. Does end up sending out a Warbreaker though, but it's just not enough. Guerreris is up next. Does go for Rudes. Blind onto Kragar. He does have a trinket in case he needs to. As he gets hit with the first stun. Second son is going to be up right after. He's got himself the full army of the riders, and that's a lot of damage for Kragar to deal with. IBF out of Goer, so you can't even stun him. Kragar trying to see if he can leap away, but he's going to get yoinked back in, though. So there's not much he can really do in that type of situation. Got himself Avatar, short stun to Goer. He just trinkets it. He got himself rallying, but that rally is eventually going to fall off unless you get a heal right now. And Goer is just putting all that pressure onto my man Kragar just to see if he could run right through him. As Zekan does get himself what looks like a random proc of wings there. I think just after because Kragar died, right? I think it's just like the avenge wings, isn't it? Pretty sure. Silence onto Zekan. He's gonna be okay, I think, for the most part. Does get stunned. Zekan, if he wants to have a chance of dueling Saya, or potentially dueling Saya, he needs to find a way to live Goers with minimum usage of major cooldowns. So lay on hands, bubble, bop, spell warden, in fact, which it doesn't look like he may have spell warden or access to spell warden here. He needs to make sure he uses them very, very sparingly. And against Goeris, ideally, best case scenario, wouldn't have to use a single one of them, maybe lay on hands at most. Right, maybe lay on hands at most. Does get the Goeris locked down with another hammer drop, and that's goes it. There goes that. Big execute, taking him out. Is it Caligorn up next? Or is it, yeah, I think it's supposed to be Caligorn. Besides just literally looking at a wall. Wait, hold on a second. He's got the variant sword? The shoulder? He's got like a little bit of blue and a little bit of green. He's just telling him to go. I guess, yeah, you know what? For Zekan, this actually would be a better situation because then you're having to duel a paladin right then and there. This would be the best time for you to fight him cooldown for cooldown. So actually, I think this would be as even of a match as it can. I think for Zekan, it is better than having to go up against a warrior, get softened up, send some cooldowns, and not have them ready for Saya. This way, you are ready for Saya. It's as even of a match as it can be. Saya with a stun immediately, got him some Wake of Ashes off the bat. Full down to Zekan, he needs to respond immediately. Maybe the first one to burn some kind of forbearance ability. And Saya just trying to see if he can keep that advantage over Zekan. Does go for a stun. Trinket is available. Zekan with a lay on hands. So he's trying to see if he can maybe retain the cell the best possible. Saya does go for the bubble really early on though for Zekan. He just needs to find a way to survive. He might have to use bubble in order to go for regenerating himself. Try to go for a potential searing glare. Blinded by Saya. Hey, bubble and regenerating. You have to. You have to go for a full regeneration. For Saya right now, this is huge because that is an immunity. That is his big heal. Saya not really going to have one himself though. He'll kind of be limited on what he could really do. Got himself full searing glare, full burst of Zekan. Unless this man can some way somehow escape this without an immunity against magic damage, I think it's just over. I think it's just lights. As Saya does end up taking it. Yeah, that's about as even of a match as it could have created. It is a little weird how Saya went in, got a kill, and was like, all right, now I'm gonna back up out of there. Save me as best for last. Let's get another one going, boys. Blush as well as Kragar. Let me know when you boys are ready. Get another one going. Man, it's a mage that does physical damage basically as a warlock. Yeah, definitely. Basically, it's like there's not that many, unless you mean like, wait, unless you mean Beast Mastery Hunter. I guess so. I don't know. I feel like in most, it all depends, I think, on a person. I feel like a lot of the times when people describe like a caster, they usually mean like mages, shamans, boomkins, shadow priests. But like a hunter is in a weird category with just a ranged, right? I guess marksman needs to cast sorta sometimes, right? But like they don't really stand still when they cast, so it's a little bit different. Going over potty. Okay, so Kragar is switching out some boys though. So let's see how that's gonna go. We'll go back to Rook, and then we'll go back to the Grand. We'll get through as many of these games as possible. Omurice? That sounds so good right now, actually. As one proud bubble, somebody hits us in a row, it's a damage from 2 miles away. That is Paladin, though. That is Paladin. They got really good class talents, to be fair. They got excellent class talents. It is really, really good for them. Very good for them. So, it is interesting, to say the least. I've always and always will class hunters casters. I always have and always will class hunters as casters. Got it. Did that Black Rook not work? Rook? Do I do Dalaran Sewers then? I'll try again. Because for some reason that Black Rook hold Q did not work. Let's see if this one works too. Also, I really like his mount. Onyx Netherwind Drake. I actually kind of want it. I know that the Netherwind Drake grind is a grind and a half with the eggs, but I feel like I do want that mount at some point. You know? Dead. It used to be that, okay, that didn't work for some reason. It used to be that you could get punished for using forbearance incorrectly. I don't know if you can really get punished for forbearance anymore, to be honest. I don't think it could actually punish you anymore. Because you used to like have to plan out carefully, bubble, bop, lay on hands, and if a paladin used any one of those abilities wrong, they were locked out of the other two. But now you can like safely lay on hands, and then if you're still dying, bubble, or you could bop, and if you're still dying after, bubble, right? So now you have like, not only, you only have two abilities that need to manage forbearance, and like an ability can go as a gap in between, which I think is what really gives paladins like a lot of strength right now. Plus every minute a defensive with either wall or shield of vengeance, every minute. So every minute you have a defensive, you do range damage, that is true, and then you got an immune, and lay on hands that ignores dampening. It's kind of, some may say a little bit strong, but you know, some may say that that's true. You know, switch. We got ourselves Advo over for the team one, ready to go. Goeris Saya is going to be Caligord first. Finally, this man gets a chance to play. We got Plus. I do want to take a blue, huh? I feel like your chest piece and other things need to be a little bit more blue too to match it, but looks good either way though. Who's up first? Is it Hunter? Is it at Emmett? EMT? AM? It's not quite an E. It's more like an eh. The first letter is more like an eh. I'm not even kidding you. That's literally a letter. EMTT. I'm calling EMT. If he plays it right, the Caligorn is going to be the one that needs an EMT. As he got him some chimeric poison rolling in. Binding shot of the Caligorn. Does go for the blade. Wall up for EMT. Caligorn with the blade storm. Is he a demolisher? He is a demolishing Colossus warrior. Does get himself a parry. He needs to find a way to lock down EMT in place to go for a proper demolish. Does go for the big X against flashing blades. He's in a great spot. EMT with a bit of survivability. Caligorn just trying to stay on him as best possible. I think just ended up stunning everybody else on that team. Actually was able to reflect an EMT. That is interesting. You can reflect the tar grenade. That is a wild stun around the corner. Caligorn also gets hit with the CC, goes in for a trick it himself. Both are very even with each other. The EMT just trying to go in for the dot and rod gameplay. He's got himself the butchery, couple of bleeds. If he just stays away from Caligorn, he might be okay. Get him with the Sunbird, grenades to go through him. Kill commands on everything. Trying to go for a binding shot. Caligorn with plenty of blades. Fear onto EMT. He knows he can't really break the binding shot, but EMT might just die to the blades himself, actually. It does go down. There is a heroic, though, somewhere in between, but it's plenty enough for him to land the kill. As he backs away to try to see if he can get as much healing as possible. First aid. Second win. Should be able to recover quick. Is it Kragar next? It's going to be Cobra. Oh, I like that. That looks good. With the chamber too. Oh, it looks so good. That looks so good. Toxic. Goes in for a blind that early. He's literally blinded the man just to get some dots on the guy. Full death mark. Everything is available. Unless Caligorn can some way live this. He's going to need to use literally everything to live. He does pick up a little bit of health. Parry is available very, very soon. He needs to find a way to heal some more. I think it just lights. I think it's over. There's nothing he can do. Once a rogue gets the dots in you like that, that's it. It's over. And before the rogue can even catch a corner strat, Goeris does go for a quick howling blast to keep the rogue in combat, or at least keep him dotted so it's harder for him to really escape. Got himself a remorseful winter that's eventually going to build up and stun the rogue, which is perfect. Rogue does go for the trick and stun, but he's still walking. Wait, he's still walking while stunned? What is this? That is the weirdest shadow step. He's like running into a wall. I think he might be having a bit of trouble. That or is the best lag possible out there, because it looked like he just avoided the whole burst by the DK. He does go for disarm. Literally lag switching. Like old school Halo 3 lag switches, man. Or Halo 2? When did that stuff start in? Even some of you guys probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but dude, when I played Halo or Call of Duty, and it was like some dude that was just bouncing all over the place on the map. People will always say it's a lag switch. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, was that just like real, or was that just a cope that everybody else were on the entire time? Stun on to Toxie as he does get a shattered back-to-back obliterates. Gets Goeris super low with them dots. With a Kingsbane, hold on, he might just die. Does he shoot death? Or not. Or not. Looks like the dots fell off. I was gonna say, like, Fool the Kingsbane, if you're just loaded with dots, that could be deadly. But this man has no shot of recovering. Cobra, I don't know what you can do. You're a dragon? I just realized he's a dragon. Holy. Let's go. I thought he was just like human. Didn't realize he's a dragon. Drago Cobra. That is so weird that these guys can be warlocks, by the way. Just so unusual. It does have incinerate, and it's over. It's over. Hey, the glide is going to be so good. The knockback too. Does have a rain of fire. Blush is going to walk into it. Still able to get a CC onto Cobra. Trinket with a port. Try to stay away from Rogue as best possible, as Rogue does end up ramping up for quite a burst. Try to see if you get the pressure rolling in. Succubus should potentially be able to get a go on the Rogue. Rogue with a Cloak of Shadows. This is wall out of Cobra. That is a lot of damage potentially out of Blush. Does end up burning the wall at a perfect time. He needs to CC in the Rogue as he goes in for yet another vanish. Trying to avoid any kind of CC from the Succubus. Quick Fear does go for the Trinket. Has no interrupt. That's going to be a full Infernal coming down. If Cobra needs to find a way just to peel him off for a second. 3 seconds. 2 seconds on Mortal Coil. He needs a quick kill. He just goes in for a kick, but that is a juke into Cobra at no health whatsoever. Dart backed up very, very soon. He needs something, anything. Dart backed immediately. Barely any health. Swallow the shield. Cheap shot. I think it's just over. The Rogue is just running him over. Bulldozing past a Warlock. That is so rough. Bulldozing past this guy completely. As Plus does get hit with a full stun. Big demolish. There's no escape. There's absolutely no escape. He's got evasion, but he's just going to be able to literally overpower you. Full bleeds up and everything. Plus, I don't know if you got Sippy Cup or anything. Sippy is the only thing. First aid helped a little. Sap? He does have Zerkers. Oh, that is the best sap ever. Are they still out? Cheap? I swear if you escape it. I swear if you escape it. Oh, no, there's no shot. There's no shot. Messiah gonna be up next. Does not reflect the stun back at himself. Disarmed by Kragar. Banner down. He wants to take out the banner as soon as possible. Kragar, he does have a parry for this, so maybe he might be able to live this. Shield of Edits out onto Messiah. He's just putting pressure onto Kragar, not letting him go anywhere. Dawn lighted, so it's not like he can get second with healing. Kragar literally cannot run away. I think he just needs to commit. I literally sent everything in Saya. I don't know what else he can do. Stunned up, there's just nothing. There's nothing. That parry barely keeping him alive. Maybe he can pick up a little bit of health. Does pick up some health. A little bit. Until yet another wake of ashes. Dawn light and everything is up. I don't know what you can do. You're just melting. Melting like a wild, wild witch of the west with a quick reflect. Oh, Battlemaster Trinket just to give us some more health to work with. Can rally and cry to at least maybe sort of stabilize. Or at least pretend that he's stable with a quick Trinket out for side just to keep pressure onto Kragar. Does burn a Warlock health soon as he charges him with the Rallying Cry. Searing Glare, you can't even respond. You literally cannot even respond. He's in a battle stance for a second. I don't know if you can just go for damage onto Saya. Does go for the bleed into a reflect for just a moment, but it's just over. Saya is bleeding out, so maybe. What's the name? Dude? Wait. Chow Dude. Chow Dude? I can do Chow Dude. With a bubble out for Saya, does not go for regenerate. Might just want to. There's an opportunity to recover 35% damage, but he's still able to recover a lot of health. Quick stun onto Chow, right? Yeah, Chow. Dude. Yeah, Chow Dude. His little name is Chow Dude. Okay, I just want to double check. Shield of Edits out for Saya. Try to see if you can use mobility to escape. Chow not letting him go anywhere whatsoever. The dude got him locked down for a second. Dude is on the approach. Charging in, leaping towards Saya. Massive Alien Blast does get himself lay on hands for full recovery, but Chow ain't going nowhere. Blinded, does go for the Trinket, not letting Saya out of his sight. Quick Zapparoo right after, and just trying to see if he can get on top of Advo immediately. Grounded Totem does ground a couple of casts from Advo, unless he end up focusing the totem specifically. Mortal Coil does have a stun totem. Double stun. It is going to be able to shell shock him back to back. For Chow, he did end up burning a wall there. Looking for recovery. He needs Maelstrom. He needs Raptors in order to buff up his damage. He's playing that totemic, so he's just surrounded by the demons. Nowhere for him to go. He can't do much right now. I don't know how he's going to live this. Does get himself a random proc, but he's just surrounded. I think it's just over. I think Adwo just wins just by putting pets on him. Literally wins just by pets. Everybody got a chance to play there, though. Everyone is so even. Literally everybody got a chance to play there. You gotta love it. Let's get us another one going, boys. Yeah. Uno más, uno más. Let me know if you guys are ready. Or plus, if you want to maybe reform the group, it's up to you, really. If you see maybe a lot of bites, we could do that too. Hell yeah. Wait, we get an update on subtlety? Like a guide on subtlety, or like a war within update, like a tuning pass? I don't think we're going to be getting one for a while. I think maybe like in a future patch at this point. Subtlety is not in a terrible spot. It's not a deal, but it is not in a terrible spot from what I can tell them. Remake, go next. Okay, I will remake the next group. So we're gonna try to see if we can get some fresh new bodies in here. I'm gonna get plush. Join the group, boys. My group listed. My like remake now or after? Hold on, I'm double checking with him. Cracker says go, so he's ready. I'm just double checking with plush real quick. But Bina has also been really so. I miss Dragonfly season 1 sub. I feel that. Remake. Throw. Okay, I'm gonna let Cracker know that we're remaking the group real quickly. I'm gonna take all the new bodies that I haven't seen. Panda and Leo. And I guess I could pick up Frost Boss. Got spot 1 in. Because I'm just gonna really quickly ask Frost Boss. He did say he'd be down to join in. I told him I got a spot. Asking if he wants in. If he doesn't say anything, yes, okay, we'll get Frost Boss. And what I'll do is I'll do a I'll do this. I'll do a dice roller. Right? Okay. Because I want to be even here. So we got Saya is going to be 1 and 3. Caligorn is going to be 2 and 4. And Goers is going to be... Wait, no. Saya is 1 and 4. So I'm going to roll a 6-sided die. Whatever it lands on is what I'll choose. D&D rules here. 1 and 3 is Saya. 2 and 4 is Caligorn. And then 3 and 6 is Goeris. So 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 6. Okay? Okay. 1 and 4, 2 and 5, 3 and 6. So it has to be Saya. And I'm going to take the rest of you boys after. How did that sound? That's the only way I can do even. That is as even as I can do it. Trust. Trust. Part of the process. Part of the process. We'll let you guys play again though. 100%. Because we'll rotate people out anyway over time. So keep up with where the group is at and whatnot, yeah? Okay. And we're good. We're gonna go back to Nagrand. Because Nagrand is as even of a map as I can. I don't want to spam Nagrand too much, but yeah. It's a rogue name from behind yesterday made me laugh. Yo, I was with a I was in a raid with a rogue named Gank Your Mom. So like it's perfect. It was great. That guy did no damage. We were doing I was trying to run a quick normal for Blackrock Depths just to get a couple of pieces for my monk because I had a bunch of keys but not enough to buy an item. So I just want to do like one quick run. We got the final boss. It took a second. I did a lot of healing, but it did take a second. Not a lot of people still great at doing it. Whole raid. I feel like that place needs to be nerfed some more and the gear needs to be juiced. It's just like... Yeah, it's just the gear from there is not competitive compared to like Nuremberg Palace gear. It's just like, so I feel like it should just be made super easy. I feel like they should have let it be scaled, so you could do it like without any gear on any alts. I think that would have been helpful. Kind of like how you could run, Black Temple, right, or Ulduar, and you don't need gear for those. I feel like it would have been very helpful for a lot of players. Either way, I ran it. Rogue did no damage, but Gank Your Mom was a great name. Literally just gank your mom. Full PvP gear, full honor gear. He does 0 damage. It's hilarious. Alright, switch. Got ourselves, what is it? Frost Boss. We got Saya. We got us Leo. Leo first one out the bout. We got Panda Boxer. It's a panda. Wait. Oh wait, dude, this feral hat? There's a druid hat on this guy. That's a druid hat on druid shoulders. It actually kind of fits on a panda. It's so stretched though. Is that me or does that look so stretched? That mouth. That mouth. This is gonna be Leo rushing around. Toxiel? Toxie, we're gonna call it Toxie, is out and about first up, trying to go for the quick sap. If you start out as a rogue and you sap a target and you assassination and you turn 75 degrees to the left or to the right so you're not auto attacking, you can technically go for Garrod. Garrod, what is this damage out of Leo, by the way? Oh! Even Toxie is just like responding to it. He was just, for a second, he was just kind of waiting. This man went full breath as a Dragosa. What? He's like a full raid build. Huh? As Toxie got himself a bit of evasion, death mark and everything is available. Looks like he's got himself a bit of recovery. Leo with an AMS, so all that poison damage is minimized. Bleeds is the only thing that's really hurting him right now, which is only a portion of the damage for Toxie, not all of it. Just someone to the death that he does get himself a proper stun. Can't really do much damage versus Toxie unless he gets his access to his weapons. And Toxie just kind of like, I think Toxie might be lagging a little. Might be lagging a little bit. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure. But he definitely did get himself a fatty opener. What is that Breathless and Dragosa play? Is that just part of the burst? He just got himself that big 2-minute window. That's what he plays around. Got himself a human trinket just to break out of that CC. Toxie able to still get plenty of recovery, man. Look at the rogues out here, dude. Just a couple sippy cups and he's good to go. I think maybe a Warlock also too, and he's recovered plenty. Leo having to go with a death pack, does not give himself a lot of healing to work with, does get a proper stun to Toxie. Full burst is available, everything is up. Oh, and the Reaper Scythe comes out just to strike him. Going right across Rogue's belly, that was so good. With a Chow dude gonna be up next. Dropping down double totem onto Leo. Just gonna let that totem just pulse it around, and that thing does hurt quite a bit, that surging totem. If you can get her onto targets, it can hurt quite a bit. Too bad it doesn't really get a lot of PvE play. Because I feel like in PvE, even though like it's a totem, yeah, if the boss is constantly moving, it'll be annoying having to move the totem. But it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit more consistent in dungeons or raids where you can at least control where the enemies are going to be. And you can pre-place the totem compared to PvP where, as you can see, Leo's just, he ain't standing still. He ain't gonna be surrounded by that thing. Might just go down here. It's a quick lot of bursts out of Chow. Does go for the big breath. Looking to potentially dumpster him. Hold on a second. Big silence. He can knock him up. Does go in for the uppercut. Oh my god. He went underground. Comes up with a quick uppercut. Taking him with Frost Boss gonna be up next. Also playing breath. Hold on a second. What is this DK play? Are you guys just old breath for burst? You're just breathing. He's got that minty breath. Able to burn past the shield super quickly. Is he out of breath now? Might have been. Silence, there's nothing he could do. Yet another Reaper Scythe comes out, and Frostball's Lichborn joining for as much death claws in himself to fuel him back full health. As Cobre trying to see if he can get himself a bit of a different position here. Dropping down Mortal Cold, shrinking out of Frostboss, get himself a little bit of health to work with. Dropping down Dome at a pretty decent timing, actually. Cobre trying to see if he can walk him out there for a second. Quick suck him with CC. As he's getting himself Chaos Boulder too. Is he playing the... Okay, I was gonna say, is he playing Diabolus or is he Hellcaller? I think he's Diabolus. I think Frostboss just might have AMS. That port knocked back onto the DK for a second. Cobrick with the knockback is so good. Wall does have it. Trying to go for big cast. Chaos Bolt 1 still explodes. That is so many demons surrounding the guy. And I think in between of that might have been an Overlord charged in and just cleaved him down. In between all those infernals. Plush with a bit of a rematch together with Colbert this time around, dropping down Rain of Fires. Is going to be Succubus getting CC'd, I think? Maybe? I might have been actually. Plush does end up catching himself a quick reset there with advantage. Succubus CC catching him, looking for a bit of damage versus Colbert. Is it going to be enough though? Got himself a bit of damage. Sheep shot to follow, big secret technique. It's just done. It's just done. Once you got him fully locked down, as long as the guy does not have a wall, it's over. With Emmett trying, or EMT trying to see if he can keep the pressure onto the rogue. Doesn't go for a harpoon, but still plenty of dot damage rolling on the guy. With a quick advantage, does still have a hunter's mark on him, so he sees exactly what you want. Sap depends on you, but that sap is beautiful. That sap is actually really beautiful. That is exactly what he needed. Breath until they die. Exactly. Exactly. Full freeze onto Plush. He has evasion, so maybe he can make someone work versus Emmett. Next pet stun could be really deadly. Got himself a Chimera, can't go anywhere. Full charge out for Emmett with an evasion out for the rogue. Emmett, as long as he can get those grenades behind the back of Plush, or if he can lock him down and stun with a biting shot, that would also help. But looks like Plush actually waited out long enough for the dots to fall off, as well as the hunter's mark to fall off, so he's got himself a clean reset. AMT does not want to go for too long of a match, he's gonna pick up the eye immediately. Can just send the pet, add the rogue, and the pet should tell him exactly where he's at. Look at this. Tells exactly where the guy is at. If the pet can reach him, you could potentially stun him while he's behind the pillar. Pet does get stunned up, but EMT is waiting. It's taking sweet, sweet time. Sweet, sweet time. There goes the stun. Disengage around the corner. He just needs to get as much damage as possible. Full down to the plush. Maybe? That explosive shot is going to do a bit of decent damage with a disarm. Okay. So plush is just kind of waiting this out until he's getting himself in a better situation. Does get hit with a freeze. At least you know... I was gonna say, at least you know there's no more stun, but at least it's a short stun. Disarm onto the rogue. Looks like he doesn't need weapons. Full flagellation is up for plush. Is it gonna be enough? Cheat dead last second. Is it gonna be wall for EMT? It's just in a great spot. Living the rogue, barely taking too much damage. They Panda with a quick 8-cap does go for a break out of the chimeric poison. Let's try to see if we can roll up into the guy with Alexia. Emmett does not sit in the sun long at all. Versus the rogue, he was able to get DR pretty hard on stun. So for Panda, he can't really go and lock him down fully. Oh, perfectly. WTF? Yo, Copenhagen, have you not seen rogues, man? Yeah, they do a lot of damage. They ended up removing the double vantage cooldown reduction thing, but they got juiced in the process. Not even by much, but if a rogue plays correctly, you can really go for some big damage. Actually, yeah, they do. Never mind. They do have the symbols of death thing. 16% more damage? Yeah, it is a number. It is a number. Stun onto Panda, trying to go for Celestial Conduit, has a couple images onto Emmett, with a Karma to follow. Emmett just needs to play it super defensively. Freezing Trap, you just gotta wait. He just has to wait. First aid, that Karma is gonna end up breaking the first aid channel. All he's gotta do is lock down Pando with the stun, and he's in a great spot. Emmett could also reset this completely, trying to see if he can go for a camo. Does get knocked out in the open though. Panda is getting loaded up with a couple of dots. Leg sweep, what is that leg sweep? What is that range with the touch of death? Hold on, what was the range? I felt like there was a long range stun. Krager charges in, full dots, full burst onto a Bando, full stun with the demolish. Doesn't want to let him out of that site whatsoever. Got himself a bit of defense with a Fort Brew into a Panda racial just to peel Krager away for just a second. Does end up taking him very, very quickly. If Krager has to go up versus Saya, man, that is the worst matchup right now. Literally the worst. But it is as good of a chance as he has, man. He doesn't have Xerxes. He doesn't have offensives, though. He does have every defensive. He does have defenses at the very least. Dropping down the banner. Sai actually focuses down the banner a bit to make sure he can get a proper stun onto Kragar. And Kragar with a disarm trinkets out of that stun immediately. Sai is taking a little bit of damage here, but so is Kragar. It is going to just start building and building from here on out. Got himself what looks like a random proc of wings. Kragar charges in with a quick stun. Shield of Venice still holding on strong for Saya. For Kragar, he just has to walk to his consecration. There's literally nothing he can do. He just getting slowed the entire time. Fear. Does he break far enough away for the Dawn Light to not be reapplied? Reflect is up. And Saya trying to see if he can get another Reflect with the Dawn Light. He does get another one going. That is super unfortunate. Got him some Blessing of Saint so you can't even stun him. Kragar with a parry. Does go for the stun. Blessing of Protection unless you can break it. I think it's over. I think it's over. Unless Kragar somehow wins. He still technically has Rally, and maybe he has a Battle Master's Trinket. I don't know if he has a lot of health to work with. Does go for the Battle Masters. Both were very, very low. Might go for Rally. There goes the Rally. Warlock Hellstone. At least got himself a little bit of healing. Battle Stance. But I don't know, though, with this Hearing Glade, he has to play defensively again. He has to go back into defensive stance, and there's just nothing you can do to respond. Leaps away, but he's already Dawn Lighted. There's just nothing you can do in this situation at all. It's over. It is over. Yeah, it is lights out. Everybody got a chance to play there. How are we getting so many games where you guys are so even to one another? That's kind of wild. Let's get us another one going, boys. Yeah, let me know Plush and Kragar when you boys are ready. We'll get another one going. Holy. Let's see if it was the wrong thing. Here we are. Yeah, my rogue's name is Money Shot. That's a good one. That's a solid one. Did we miss out to 117? I can't believe I didn't make a joke about recording 117. Reporting in. But yo, let me know when you guys are ready. Looks like Kragar is remaking the groups a little bit, but that works. Paladin is more range class than a hunter. True, not wrong. Not wrong, big true. Waiting for Legion to be passed and ready. Awesome, awesome. Awesome, keep me up to date. Time to drive home. There it is, man. There it is. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the drive. It is interesting how you guys went breath. Is that what people play now? Is that what Frost DKs play? Or was that just like an accidental, oh, I was doing Mythic Plus and accidentally walked in with breath? Because I can see that being the play actually. Okay, so Cracker's ready, new party again for him. So he is already ready to go. Okay, we are ready. I'm just waiting for Plush. Okay, Plush says yes. We're good. We'll do we did Dalaran Sewers, right? Started an hour ago? The duels? About an hour ago, yeah. Started about an hour ago. Although it doesn't feel like it for me, man. I woke up so early today and I got already so much done. I'm ready to go to sleep. Like, I'm ready for like a proper sleep. Not just a nap, but proper sleep. I keep not sleeping for too long at all, and I keep waking up early and earlier. Oh, you're switching over. That's why. Oh, I like it. It stacks the bigger mark really quick, and it's really good for burst. Oh, okay. That actually makes sense. That actually makes all the sense in the world. Yeah, I'm guess my question that would be, I was about to ask like what talents are you giving up for it, but I don't really know if you're giving up that many. Not in PvP. Breath working on Duncan, what is it? Krallen. Is that is that like a German version for Reaper's Mark? Duncan Krallen? Is that it? Or is that even German? I don't even know if that's German. Which literally 100% Warrior TK palette? Yeah, it's everywhere. Ah, we got ourselves Frost Boss, the man, the man. Dude, I love his little set from Shadowlands. It looks so good. It looks so good. With his stature, I think it looks even better. Leo, first up, versus, it's gonna be Zekon over for the team too. Breath and everything is available. Yes, Death Knights are playing Breath by the looks of it. I'm told that that's apparently really good. Massive Reaper's Mark does get himself the big exterminating cleaves onto Zekon, and Zekon having to go for lay on hands really early there. But it still looks like the pressure from the Death Knight is still keeping him on his toes right now. Leo does take quite a bit of damage, having to summon up a ghoul and sacrifice it immediately, juicing that thing for all of its health as best as possible. Zekon just trying to see if he can get line inside of Leo, so he can just keep hitting it from a distance, trying to go for a quick kick. Maybe if you get the cast off, if Leo kicks that cast that's doing glare cast, you'll be in a great spot. Especially if you get damage, especially if you get some burst you can pump in, because he's gonna lock him out on holy. No bubble, no bop, no heals, no nothing. Literally can't do anything about it. Leo with a quick grip. Blind, trying to see if he can stack up a stun onto Zekon. Should be able to. Blind is going to help him out here a ton, because he's just going to be able to at least avoid a good portion of that Leo's damage. Silence to follow. Trying to see if he can keep the pressure rolling in. A bubble could separate this damage and just completely shut down Leo, though. Does have a Shield of Vengeance. And I think Zekon is just trying to see if he can maximize the offensive, like Shield of Vengeance even defensively. Big cleave onto Zekon is just not enough damage to break past him. Does get a bubble with a regenerating, and Leo can't respond. Got him some first aid, but Dawnlight is going to knock those bandages out of his hand. Does have a dome. AMS on the death pack, so he's kind of running low on cooldowns. Zekon still has a, I don't think he has a bop. I mean, technically I think he can bop, but with how much frost damage Leo does, I don't know if there's anything he could do. I think for Leo, AMS, death pack, he's just trying to see if he can tank up until all the cooldowns available. Stun for stun, shrink it out for Zekon. Leo's not in a great spot, especially with that Searing Glare. He can respond. He has to play super safe and defensive until at least the blinding effect goes away. Does get himself a full blind onto Zekon with a death pack, blessing protection. He could potentially just go breathe. He could go for breath and blast past the defenses. Does get himself a silence. Big hits. Oh, and the Reaper's Mark together with a scythe. It is pure frost damage, or rather shadow frost, for a lot of the Deathbringer abilities. So all of that just cuts right through the blessing of protection. It don't do nothing. We got ourselves, what is it? Axe on the team. We got ourselves Cracker is going to be up next. Kelligor to that team, as well as Aaron. Every time I see the name Aaron, I'm like, hey, Aaron. Every time, dude. Key and Peel, I feel like ruined the name Aaron. Aaron just ruined it completely. Absolutely ruined it. I'm so sorry to every Aaron out there. I'm sure you heard the joke a billion times at this point. Full breath, burst out for Leo. Parry up for Kragar. Can't stop a lot of the frost damage, but he can stop a lot of the physical damage. Also obliterates, parrying them back to back, taking the damage from the Death Knight onto Pando right now. Pando trying to keep the pressure rolling in. Kragar just needs to take that damage and momentum, but will need to peel away as soon as things are in a bit of a trouble right now. Stun onto Pando for just a second. Trinket, and there goes Kragar with a quick fear. I might be able to back away from Pando far enough. Is able to leap away. Second wind potentially helping him recover. Panda's just going to chill back and get himself as much healing as he can. If he can rush over there to Kragar to stop second wind, because he's going to start healing any moment. Or does he not heal? There goes a stun. He hasn't got a heal at all. Is he dotted? Is he not on second wind? What is happening? He does recover quite a bit of health from combat damage or combat healing, but he did not get a lot of value from second wind. Knocked up in the air for just a second. The Panda with plenty of shields available. Kragar does not have much to really work with here. No parry, no nothing. He can maybe stun Panda, but it's going to be so DR'd. He does go for the stun, leaping away, just trying to see if he can back away as the image is charging at him. Hold on a second. Hold on a moment. He needs a second wind. He needs a second wind. Picks up a little bit of health here. Battle stance available. Next sweep on Panda could be really deadly. He goes leg sweep. It doesn't feel good. He does have rallying cry, so maybe Kragar can make something work here. Does go for a Colossus Smash on Panda. Both are very, very low. Karma to follow. He can't respond. He has to go for a rally. Parry instead. He just tried to see if he could parry. I think he did use rally too, actually. Yeah, looks like he did use rally. With a quick stun. Demolish right after. Is that enough? Oh my god. It looks so good. I love, you know what? When it comes to pandas and the death animation, it is very, 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 what's the best word here? Animated. So when he gets literally dropped down by a big old demolish with that final haymaker from uptown, oh, it looks so good. It actually looks so good. It looks like you really got hit by a big demolish, doesn't it? Like, it just looks so animated. Full defenses and offensive on a frostbolt. Got himself the breath, full burst, everything available. I'm trying to switch over to the guy. Grip onto Kragar, trying to make sure that he can't go anywhere. Blaze Storm. So at least Kragar got himself a bit of movement. Stun onto Frostboss. He can't escape this one right now. Could potentially be maybe in a bit of trouble. Bleeds around for Kragar. Hold on. Warrior got himself an opportunity to potentially end this. Big demolish onto the DK. He does go for the death pack to give himself a little bit more health to work with. Yet another stun and got himself a mortal strike. And Zimbox is not going to give Kragar even a chance to recover. Technical as a trinket. Does go for the interrupt. I don't know how much health he's got to work with. He picks up a little bit of health, a little bit of damage, but Zimbox just needs a little more damage, and he got him. And he got him. Aaron up next, trying to see if he has himself a proper go. Lexi, but a Zimbox. As he got himself full conduit, just pulsating on the guy. Barkskin and Wall should help Zimbox survive this. But for Aaron right now, he's in a great spot. Cyclone, he could just shrink it. He's not going to shrink it. He's not going to shrink it. Just needs to get himself a bit of a reset. Zimbox needs to catch a re-stealth. Does get locked out though, out of that stealth with a kick. Aaron trying to see if he can end this right there. He could potentially do it. He's got himself plenty of defenses, plenty of offenses. Zimbox with the Heart of the Wild can maybe at least heal while in bear form, but oh, as soon as he pop out of the bear form in the cat, that's over. Aaron just had a lot of potential damage here, just ready to go. Yeah, it is tough, man. Saya up next, last one over for that team. Aaron able to give himself a bit of health recovery. He might just want to stay in there and soothe himself to full, but it looks like with the Blessing of Protection, Saya just trying to see if he can end the duel right then and there. Aaron does not have a defense to work with. Got him some ports, maybe a bit of healing, but it's barely doing anything for him. He's got Soothing Mist, but it's just not enough to recover. In cap, he got CC, but it's just not enough for him to stabilize. Picked up a lot of health there with a shield though. Hold on a second. Maybe he can force something out of Saya, at least force a bubble. Maybe force a bubble. Shield of Venice for Saya, but it's not the greatest defensive this high into dampening. It's gonna absorb some damage, but not a crazy amount. Ring a piece for Aaron. I don't know how you recover this. I don't know how you recover. I don't know how you recover. Holy, it's a lot of damage you're taking. What do you do in this situation? What do you do? In cap, just try to see if you can run. You are downlighted, so you're constantly ticking down with a dot though. Stun, it is over. It is lights. It is done. There's just no way. Alright, between the two warriors, between Caligorn and Axe, I really think that potentially could bring it back. Saya placing a sink is so perfect there. Perfectly set up for that stun, so he doesn't have to sit there for too long. Does not let Caligorn get a proper setup at all. And in fact, actually, Saya is the one putting in the pressure into the warrior's health bar. He's got parry, he's got banner, he's got a lot of stuff to really make something work here. But Caligorn is just not in an amazing spot right now. Saya has Lay on Hands, unless he's already used it, which I feel like Lay on Hands doesn't show up super well in UI anymore, ever since like the Pally rework. But he does have Bubble. I'm gonna assume he has Lay on Hands, because I haven't seen him use it yet. That or I missed it. But it's a stun. Maybe potential summon Caligorn to come work with. Banner down to Saya, knows to take down the banner before stunning Caligorn. He doesn't have enough damage to take down the warrior, and there goes the Lay on Hands. Caligorn got parry. The best he can do right now is just stay in and do as much damage as possible. Into a Battle Master Trinket, into a Rally Cry, maybe defensive stance, and do as much damage as he can to break past the exterior of Saya. Goes in for a quick fear, but he trinkets out of it. Caligorn does not have much places where he can really go to escape. Saya does go for Reflect, but I'm not going to Reflect a stun back at the guy. Full blades are up. Second stun right after. Do you have any damage to follow up? That's the best you can do right now. Trinkets just to keep the pressure rolling in. Wake up matches for Saya. Caligorn does pick up a little bit more health. Big Demolish does for some bubble out of him. Oh, wait a second. Caligorn. I actually think Caligorn just gave you a win condition. There's no more bubble, no more bot. He's got both of them out. I feel like Caligorn did exactly what is what you're supposed to do. You can't outrun him. You can't reset him for second win. At some point, you just have to hit him with a big Demolish if he's right next to you and just go in for full damage. Saya might be in a bit of troubles here. Axe is giving him as much of an honor as possible just to make sure that Saya has at least like, hey, proper honor duel. He's giving him time. He's giving him a second. The man can run out any moment though. Don't want to give him the bubble or bob if you can help it. I don't think you're gonna win this because if he goes in even for a lay on hands, he's just gonna get a full heal. Or is he just letting him get like full cooldowns? Hold on. Is he trying to let him get full CDs? No shot. What an honorable guy. At some point, you just gotta have to go, man. 51% dampening is not helping you either. It's definitely not helping the Paladin, but it's not helping you even further. 2 minutes until Bop, 3 minutes until Bubble. Lay on Hands, not available, I don't think. I don't even know if it's available. I don't even know if it is. The man's gonna Shield of Vengeance. At some point, you're just gonna have to go. Unless he's literally waiting for every immunity. I don't think he can. I don't think you win those. I think you just gotta get in there. Axe, you have to get in there. You're honorable, man. We see you. Unless he's waiting for the trinket. Unless he's just waiting for literally every cooldown. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Unless he's literally just doing this on purpose just because he's like, I win dampening. I think I'll be okay. I just pop every defensive and just do as much damage as I can. I win dampening. Because if he gets Lay on Hands while you're dampening, or even a bop, I don't know if there's a way to win. And there's a bop in future seconds. Saya got himself cooldowns coming back up. Yeah, I think Axe actually just wants to do a proper honor duel. Literally let him get every CD. I'll be here for a while then. I'm not saying he made PvP for a while. That might still be legit. I just been apparently everyone else plays mage only for another month. I feel like we'd be seeing a lot more Seaverk if mages were like insane. But they did see a couple of nerds back to back though, to be fair. Couldn't seem to find the group analogy. Talon, I'll let you know when we have the group up and we'll hopefully get you in one of them, okay? I'll let you know when we have it listed up. I'll show you where to find us too. Yeah, he's just waiting. Just giving him a proper shot here. That is unbelievable. 50 seconds on a bubble. And I think Saya at this point is the one who just wants to get in there. Technically, there is dampening, right? Are they trying to actually duel each other? Looks like they are. Looks like at some point, Sai is the one who decided, I'm just gonna go in. Plastic protection immediately. Axe leaping away. She got himself a blaze storm. Fast, speedy little blaze storm there. He just zoomed him out of there. As he's not in a great spot right now, though. Does get hit with a full parry. And that's a stun by Saya. Blind to follow. I don't know if Axe has a win condition here at all. He just blinded. He got himself a veer, but I don't think that connects. Rally Cry is all he's got. Did into a disarm with the Saya, but you can't really deny him the damage into Reflect. Reflect on something, not a Hodge or anything though. Shield of Vengeance with a Wake of Ashes. There's just no shot. This man really wanted to give this guy a proper honor duel, but gave Saya an opportunity to land the third one. As a warrior, I think there's literally no way to beat a paladin right now. And I honestly thought, because the guy before you, Caligorn, he was doing a really good job. He gave you an opportunity, right? He gave you a win condition, and the guy was just like, I'm too honorable. I want to make sure it's an even match. I don't think you win an even match against a pally. I'm not even joking. Let's get another one going. Plush as well as Krager. Let me know when you guys are ready. Krager is ready. Plush, if you're looking for more, Shall we remake? We can. Yeah. Remake. I'm gonna let Cracker know we remake. Medium. Hold on. I'll tap it. Here we go. We're gonna remake the group real quick. If you guys want to join us, groups are listed. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get some new bodies. I'm actually gonna get 2 new bodies. Plush, join me. Join me, my brethren, because we need somebody to lead the group. I don't know if you hop on a rogue or whatever. Oh, you're back in a rogue. Cool. All right, and we can get 2 bodies that already played. Leo didn't get it. Took it back, so we'll get Leo back in. Oh, did Leo play? Because I could get Haddison. Saya just played. So I can have Saya. I think it was Leo, right? Ooh, Alistair? Oh, I'm gonna take Alistair. I haven't seen this man in so long. I'm gonna take Alistair. I haven't seen this guy in forever. Holy. And we'll get you guys back in. We'll rotate people out, but we'll get you guys back in. Promise you. Trust. Trust. Okay. I'm at a point where I told you guys earlier, like I didn't really get a lot of sleep last night, right? I complained about it a lot on stream, I think. But today I'm just like my left eyeball keeps getting like really blurry. It's mostly like contacts just keep swimming in my eyeball. And then like when my eyes are tired, it just like I feel like my contacts just can't stay on as effectively, right? So it just keeps going blurry. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm like, okay, I'm at that point of tiredness. Literally there I had to just like make sure I'm not accidentally kicking Plush out and just making him lead so I can out. It's been bad, dude. It's been bad today. I got a lot done. I feel incredibly productive. I just don't know why I can't like I have a trouble of like staying asleep. Going to sleep, perfectly fine. Staying asleep for a while, I don't know, I'm just waking up early. They got a nerve, but they're still better than some. Just not insane those people wanted. Maybe. I feel like if they were like in... Yeah, I guess so. I feel like right now BM those everywhere. They did nerf him, so I wonder how that affects the ladder. I think the nerf to BM were probably good. Which? We got ourselves Aaron over for the team too. Not first. I like the cat though. Look at that thing. I gotta ride mine around some more. The Bobcats. They're so cool looking. We got Caligorn is gonna be first up versus Leo charging out as a DK got him so big grippy hand already available and everything. We're trying to grab him up, grab a handful of Caligorn right now. Reflector's up, got himself a big banner. It's gonna be a reflect something. I don't know what he reflected. It might have been a howling blast. Disarm onto Leo during his peak burst. He's got himself Lichborn. At the very least, he can maybe live this for a second or two. That's an IBF actually. Never mind. I don't know if he can live this Caligorn. He's just continuing the pressure as much as possible. Leo able to go for that big Reaper size cleave with Exterminate, but he's not really committing for a kill just yet. Leap by Caligorn, charge around the corner, does end up intercepting the Wraith Walk, is still able to walk out of there either way though, as Leo is gonna come for a quick blind. He just played it super defensive, I think, until cooldowns are back up. He does have himself the, the Reaper's Mark as well as IBF coming up very soon. So I think he's gonna be in a great spot. Stun out of Caligorn. This is waddling over little by little. For Leo, he's got himself grippy hand and everything available very soon. Big burst possible. He needs to get a stun. Does get a stun. Caligorn, no trinket available. Leo just need to build up the damage for his Remorseless Winter, or not Remorseless Winter, but the Reapers. But it looks like the Reaper's Mark may not be enough. Caligorn leaping around the corner, cutting him across. Hold on a second. Oh, the DK barely alive. Are you dead to the bleeds? A first aid? Oh, you got him one tick out of it. One heal. One heal. Oh, he's not in a great spot. Caligorn having to walk to the death and decay. It is slowing him down. But I think Leo might have been trying to slow the inevitable here. Right? I think I don't know how you win this one. I don't know how you win this one. If Caligorn has another leap charge, it is over. If he just gets on top of you and he can maybe deny a stun from you, it is over. A mess up for Leo. Stun traded with a blind. That is going to be a trinket. Human racial out of Leo. Trying to go for a stun. Does get a stun into Caligorn. He does have some potential damage here. Potential damage, but Caligorn needs to just close that gap, land the execute, taking him out. Is Caligorn Telrion? That's a good question. I have no idea. Guimi, I have no clue. I actually want to know. I don't know. I do not know. I don't think so. But I have no idea. I can't confirm. Love my rouge? My rouge? Is that supposed to be, is Marouge supposed to be a name, or is it supposed to be just like, when I say it out loud, I love Marouge. It's like when people misspell rogue and they call it accidentally rouge. So when you say it out loud, it's like, I love Marouge. It's like, I love Maroga? Is that what he's trying to say? Love the reflected bomb. Wait, old Hodge, hold on a second. Caligorn might be Telrion. That, or he's just channeling his inner Telrion. I don't even know. I don't even know. He is Telrion? Is that actually the boy? No way. No shot. There's no way that's him. That would be fitting though. My god, blessing of protection for, oh, he just belfed it. He just belfed that bop. Holy, unless you bubbled it. Caligorn just needs to live. He's got parry. That belf was so perfect. Hold on. Maru is just gonna go behind the pillar trying to catch up healing. Caligorn is back behind the pillar. I guess second wind, right? First aid, second wind. I don't even know if he got second wind, but he's recovering a lot. Maru charging in, but Caligorn caught back up. Unless you just sit back there and spam some mana to get a re-heal, you might be okay, but he's just not gonna let you anymore. He's charging out on his crocodile. Look at this guy. He's just scuttling across. He's scuttling after you. Look at that thing go. Look at them, all the little paws go. Oh, 6 of them. Oh, man. Reflect. Does not reflect a Hodge. There goes a Hodge right now. Trinket for Caligorn. Is it Telrion? Is this actually Telrion? I need to know now. Shield of Vengeance. He's got a big hammers. Caligorn taking a lot of damage on disarm, laying hands, so the Pally's able to recover completely. Caligorn, he's still got a fight in him. Still got that fight in him. Cannot interrupt the repent, but he's staying in there. Love Marouge. Marouge needs a stun right now. That's the only way he wins, I think. Does get a human Rachel to break away for a second. Caligorn with a quick charge to intercept. Banner is down. Second charge. He needs to take down the banner and then go for a stun. Stun, but the banner is in. It is very, very short. Caligorn super low in health. Good meeting with this game. Hold on a second. Does the warrior take it? And the warrior takes it. And the warrior takes it. Oh, first aid is plus charges in with a parry right after plus does not want to give this warrior any chance to recover. Is gonna go for a bit of a reset. That's a big bleed out for Caligorn versus the rogue. At the very least, you should be able to keep him out in the open, but he does not have a trinket. He doesn't have much to work with. He can maybe stun the rogue. It does go for the sun. Fear? You can fear him. Demolish. Full burst. Big burst into the rogue. Hold on a second. He could just fear him. The rogue with a cheap shot. He doesn't have an answer. I think it's over. Yeah, it's over. He had a fear. No, he didn't have a fear. He didn't have a fear. Never mind. I'm dumb. He didn't have a fear. Holy. Wow. That was amazing. The fact that he lived a paladin there, that's not easy anymore. It used to be something like a duel between a warrior and a paladin was very, very clutch. I think right now it's definitely in favor of a paladin. I mean, you could bop, lay on hands, literally ignoring dampening, and then go for a bubble. It is kind of wild. It's just a wild place we're living in. Evasion Alpha Plus goes in for a kidney versus Axe. As the warrior locked down for just a second here. Trying to see if he can just mount up and pick up the eye, maybe? Or no, he doesn't have a Zerkus for this one, so for plus, this is a proper reset. Trying to go for first aid, but looks like there's a bleed still rocking him for a bit. Is he trying to go for what is this bleed that's on you? It's like a perma bleed or something. He just keeps popping him out over and over and over. Is it gone finally? How long does that thing last? Because that's not a rend. Then that has to be, if not a rend, then it's like what, mortal bleed? It has to be a mortal bleed. Does catch him with a quick stun. Axe able to go for a proper go here. It's going to be a blind. Could technically trade a trinket. I don't think he wants to trade out a trinket versus that whatsoever. As Blush looking to get himself a bit of a resetting. Hey, no other Grimmy. Is that you? Gimme. Is that you? Is that you, Telrion? Is that what you're telling me? Burst onto Axe might potentially put him in a bad spot. Blush able to go for a bunch of damage back to back. Full burst onto Axe in the disarm. Blush with a vanish could potentially just get back over there. Does go for a shadow strike into an immediate stun. Axe with a parry, trying to see if he can maybe just overpower the rogue one way or another. Quick stun. It is very, very short though. Very, very short. Plus super low. Gouge onto axe. Cheat death just locks him. Man, those executes are just so beautiful looking. That slam down, and the fact that it's no longer this like Venthio red animation to it, but it has more like this golden flash to it. I actually like it a lot. Vasily Kras? Vasily Skaras. Vasily. Can I call him Vasily? I'll just call him Vasily. It's going to be up next as Axe got a full war stomp. If only he had something to follow up here. He does have a parry. Technically could be a cloak of shadows out of the rogue to remove that bleed altogether. DFA? I haven't seen that in a second. Actually, DFA could be really, really good. Hold on a second. I think Vasily might just take it. Unless if Axe can somehow live this. Picks up a bit of health. That is pretty good for him. Vasily just needs a bit more damage. I just don't know if he's out of juice or not. If he's out of juice, he's just going to have to play defensive. If he's still got something, he might want to send it blind, so it looks like he is completely out of options. He's looking for a reset. There goes a cloak. Still stunned. Shadow Melt to that stun though, which is so perfect. Cheap shot. You have enough. You need to have enough now, or it's over. He does have enough. Barely, but he does have enough. Holy. Yeah, as a rogue and sub right now, if you have cooldowns, you have a lot of damage. If you don't have cooldowns, you're literally tickling the guy. It is so like on or off with sub right now. At least they're not like vanishing to get all the cooldowns back and everything, right? So at least there's that. They have to play aggressively. And when they get a kill, it's like usually they have to set it up and do it right. Leg sweep, Vasily, there's just no shot if he can escape that. Unless he has a vanish, there's no shot to escape it. Alistair is gonna be last one over for the team one. He's got him some full Death Knight garb and everything. The back piece actually is so good. On like the backdrop of this rest of armor that has like wounds in it. It looks great. Aaron full burst, Zuwan, images and everything is available. Alistair with an IBF is gonna back up out of this as soon as he sees the pressure rolling up from Aaron. He does want to get himself full go of his own. He needs the army. He needs the Ride of the Apocalypse. He's got all of them. That's still a lot of damage for Alistair though. AMS barely keeping him alive against some of the nature damage from Aaron. Into a Karma, there's just not much he can do. He can death pack. That's about it. He can try to slow down the monk. Maybe blind. I don't know if he has a blind. Deathpack may need to come out right now. Fist of Fury can't really stop it. Oh! That touch of death. I think this is where the DK was like, you know what? I think I'm okay. But you gotta remember touch of death. Caligor with them too, by the way. I guess the Paladin was not an easy round at all. Let's get another one going here, boys. Onomas, onomas. Keep those groups going. Let's keep those groups going for another one. Okay, I think I got it right. Man, I'm out of water, aren't I? Crap. Let me get water real quick. Let me know how groups are. I'm gonna grab water real quickly. 2 seconds. Alrighty, here we are. It says go. Plus, are we good on your end? We are ready. I'm not gonna send you guys. Order on. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it, boys! Oh my god. Alrighty, here we are. I swear you, that is Tarion, man. I actually would be very, very happy knowing that's Tarion, because I miss that man. I would love to see the prodigal son make a return. How cool would that be, chat? If that is the boy, if that is Grain, if that is Grain, the man, the myth. Although if it is Grain, I don't know if I have him at it. I need to get him be that. A lot of you guys switched off. Can't blame you though. Alrighty, here we are. Switch. Got ourselves Alistair over for the team one. Hopefully this man we got a proper shot so we won't have to go last with that high dampening Leo on that team. We got us this plush. We got us this Vasily. I like your Mog. It's like really, really low fantasy rogue, doesn't it? It looks so good. You got the straps on the legs and boots and all that. It looks great. We got ourselves, who is it? Love Marouge. Is it Maru? I don't even know what you call you. Marouge? I don't even. Maru. I would call him Maru. I feel like Maru is much easier for my brain. Big damage on Zekon. He got himself a leg sweep. Lay on hands just to get a full recovery. But Maru not letting him take a breather whatsoever. Quick blind. As Zekon having to rotate defensively, full regenerating. It looks like dismounting from the pet is going to, or from the mount, does remove the regenerating buff, which is unfortunate. Blind onto Zekon. As Maru got himself also a little bit of self-heal. I like this whole Arathi look they got going on. Massive hammer into Zekon. Might be looking at a bubble potentially here. Might need a bubble right now. There goes the bubble. Now whenever you get a bubble, actually bubble for both of them. So it's not like you can really respond. You can't really go for super defensive. First aid is out for Zekon, able to recover a lot of health. Maru locking him down with a quick stunner. Does Zekon have enough damage here or anything to work with? He needs a Blessing of Spell Warden to deal with other paladins. I think he may just need to commit that as a PvP talent in the future because it's very, very strong. Maru, hanging out right next to you, could go for a rebuke really quickly if you go for that searing. You gotta make sure you get a proper searing. Off of that stone, that searing would be amazing. I think you may need to get the cast in. He does not go for the cast. Maru with a lay on hands and is gonna be able to stunner him. Full Bob, there's just not much you can really do. He's just still taking full constant holy damage from Maru. Technically, there's some physical attacks that I think you could avoid, but there's not a lot of them right now. It's just not a lot, because all of it is Holy Strike. It's like physical and holy put together. If one gets blocked, then the other activates. Full interrupt, and Zekon has nothing to do right now. There's nowhere to go. Shield of Vengeance is the last bastion of defense, but that's about it. And just hammered. Just absolutely hammered. There's nothing you can do in that situation. Interesting to know that apparently Herald of the Sun Paladin, by the way, your bog looks sick. Herald of the Sun Paladin cannot beat hammer by the looks of it. I think it's just the pressure. I think as a paladin, self-healing is generally pretty good enough in order to be able to live that dot. But the hammer is just like constant, like barrages of damage. Every wake of ashes. Blessing of protection really early as Caligorn trying to Belfit, does get a Belfit. No more bubble for Maru, so I think for Caligorn this is a great spot to be in. The hammer does do a decent bit of damage, but he's just trying to see if he can break past the Shield of Vengeance. Does go for the parry. Blind for Maru. Does not follow up with the Searing Glare though, so it looks like we're playing it very, very defensively. Caligorn at least can recover a little bit of health while behind the pillar with that second wind. That's going to be a reflect. Does not get to reflect the stun or anything. Blazestorm full on tomorrow. At some point, Caligorn is going to have to get demolished and everything available. Got him some big damage. Big demolish. Maru taking so many hits. That's going to potentially be down for the count. Got him some Wake of Ashes, a little bit of survivability. At some point, he's going to be able to get a big hammer onto Caligorn. I don't know if he'll be able to though. I think he just has to play super defensively the entire time. He's got instant cast damage, instant cast healing, but he's got like no health. Next stun. Oh! What was that? Was that just Caligorn getting the fattest hit there? Or was that like a battle match stricken falling off at the same time as he hit him with like a mortal strike? Or was that just the biggest crit I've ever seen? What was that? Alistair is going to be up next, or for the team 1. As he's got himself ready to go here. Stunned by Caligorn. Reflect up really, really early on. I don't really know if you can reflect much versus Alistair. That does hit him with a disarm, knowing that Alistair is going to have damage available, but that disarm really denies some of that burst damage from that pillar. And it's going to be a full army of the riders. If you can slow down the riders, that's exactly what he's doing. Slowing them down, just trying to see if he can back up out of the riders, trying to see if he can catch up to Caligorn. He has a parry up very, very soon. Quick stun onto Alistair on all the pets. He's got parry in case he needs to. Full battle damage, battle stance available. I think he's just trying to see if he can save the defenses for later. Blazestorm right after. Does he have any healing? He just needs a little bit of healing to make sure he's stabilized or good. Parry? I don't know. Stun? Alistair, no health. It's over. It's over. Caligorn does pop a defensive stance, and he's got a trinket. He's got a parry. He's got everything he needs here. It is a rogue that he's fighting up against. Vasily, not an easy matchup whatsoever. Does go for a disarm as the rogue goes in for flagellation. Intercepting the rogue for just a second. Parry to follow, so it's not like Vasily can really lock him down with a stun unless he goes for a vanish. He might just need to escape. DFA down. Caligorn able to parry that DFA completely. Still a little bit of damage on Vasily. He's got himself evasion, but he's at no health whatsoever. There goes the vanish. Caligorn, as long as you're dotted, you won't be good. But I don't know if Vasily was able to dot him fully. Stun does drop him down with a quick shockwave. They have enough damage to follow up. They have a short, quick stun with a mortal strike. Blades are available. with a fear. That bleed, that fear is gonna break the Thunderous Roar at some point. Just gives you enough of a go with a quick charge. Cheat death, unless the rogue takes it right now and ends the duel. Oh. Did it get an auto attack in between, or was that like an overpower in between? I don't even know, honestly. I don't even know. Leo's up next, full breath and everything available. Stun onto Caligorn, who's got nothing left, just getting yoinked back in. Leo knew exactly what is going to happen. The Warriors are going to want to try to run big Warbreaker onto Leo, or rather Colossus Mash, together with a Blade Storm. Leo does end up taking this up a little bit though, but Caligorn has no health whatsoever. That was like, what, 3 for Caligorn? Maybe 3. That was really good. That was really, really good. Arms Warriors don't have it easy in duels whatsoever right now. Is it Kragar next? See him shifting around, moving. Is it Aaron? Is it Cobra? I think it is going to be Kragar by the looks of it. Oh yeah, Plush. I was going to say, like, I was switching between like the entire team 1. I was like 1, 2, 3. Where's the 4th? Plush is not on this team. He's hanging out with the boys. That's all he's doing. I mentally get confused there for a second. Honestly, Leo got himself full Death and Decay. Remorseless Winter building up a little parry up for Kragar. Blade Storm before he gets locked down by full Remorseless Winter, not leaving Leo go anywhere at all. Blind, but he just goes in for a trinket, taking him. Plush is the last one left over for the team 1. He's got to find a way to fight through not only Kragar, but also a monk as well as a warlock. As a rogue, this is like, I mean, sub-rogue, we've seen these guys do quite well recently. What's up, Chris? How you doing, my man? Hope you're doing good too, my guy. We joined the duels. Shockwave by Kragar does not get to connect though. For Plus, this is an opportunity to get some damage going. Cheap shot really quickly versus Kragar. Got him some big damage. Is this enough though? Question, is this enough? Kragar's still taking huge hits either way. Evasion up for Plus, got himself a click of shadows on everything. Isn't enough though. Isn't enough though. He's got himself banner. I don't know. Bleeds. If he left him dotted with a rupture, I think Kragar just dies. Dude, you leave him ruptured though. Shadow check. You did not, did you? I think Rogue still takes it. Yeah. Rogue still takes it. With Cobra trying to immediately put some pressure into Plus, dropping down Infernal. The Rogue does not have an easy escape. No Shadow Melt. Oh, Shadow Melt's still available. No Vanish though. It's over. Unless he can somehow escape. Succubus looking at him. Succubus staring at him. Staring him down. Yeah, surrounded by the pets. Does get a short stun onto Cobra. It is a wall. I think it's just lights. Yeah, that Infernal just, if you just give the Infernal next to the guy, I think that just kills him all by itself. Yeah. That's a tough one. Caligorn does pick up 3 though. I think that might actually be Telrion. That or this guy, this Caligorn guy is just channeling his inner Telrion. That's really good either way though. Really good either way. Let's get another one going. Where we are. I don't know how many more we got out of this one, boys. I don't know how many more we got in us, but Blush, let me know if you're ready. Kragar, let me know if you're ready. We'll get another one going. Holy. Man. But yeah, Chris, how you doing, my man? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. I've been exhausted, so I'm just gonna toughen it out through the day. What ability me just ask Kragar? What I also could do is check BNet. Grain. I don't see grain. So he might have did the switcheroo that a lot of the RU boys did. I need to get him added then. I need to get him added. I believe you, and we'll just roll with it. Need 2. Okay, Plush needs 2. Plush needs 2. If you guys want to find them, they are listed under Molten Core. We need 2 more bodies for Team Plush. If you guys want to join in, they're listed right now under Molten Core. Doing okay? Dave feels like it's dragging, but excited to do some duels. That's how I feel. I woke up super early today. I went to bed kind of early-ish, but I woke up super early too. So I got a lot of work done on the back end. I got a little stuff I want to finish off too, but I feel like I got so much done today. I got a full raid done. 2 of them, in fact. And it felt like time to be flying by. And I'm just like, by this point, I'm just like exhausted. Like I could go to bed and just sleep for like 8 hours. I'm not even kidding you. Plus these 2 more other boys. If y'all want to join in, group is listed over in the molten core. Produce 2. I can't say num. We need +2 is what I'm trying to say. And okay, are we full? Are we good? Ready? Okay, this is gonna be the last one for Kragar. So this is gonna be the last one for the night. Since this is the last one for the night, I'm gonna do Nagrand. We're gonna end it with a Nagrand. A solid run. Is it listed? I think both were listed just now. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But can we enjoy it? Said decline? Didn't even apply? What do you mean? Wait, the might have filled like really quick with Talon. I'm sorry, man. They get filled really quick usually with these groups, man. I love Kim K. What is this? Is that the same Pally, just on a different guy? I love Kim K. I like that. Yeah, the modder just got listed and then filled really quick, man. That's all. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, you gotta be in these really early. You gotta get in these really early. Well, I announce it whenever we are looking for more bodies. You gotta be quick. You gotta be right in the draw. Right in the draw. It isn't easy. But that's how these duels have always been. Well, unless we like have like a really lull in like content, people are just taking a break from the game. Then sometimes it like takes a while to get a group together. But like when they're popping, they're popping. Or if there's bodies and there's interest, it's so hard to get in a group, man. It's so common. You know what I mean? Blue Switch. All right, so they're trying to figure out who's going to be first for now. Oh, no, they're not. It's Goeris instead. I was just trying to see if you can switch my song in the mix. What is happening? Cobre. Oh, I love this song. It's so good. Cobre. Versus Goeris, immediate trinket right after Cobre with the Dark Pack. Does get himself a port. As he sees full cooldowns on Goeris, might actually be the perfect time to back up out of the Goeris. Is now playing the Riders of the Apocalypse this time around. He's playing the Deathbringer. Cobre just trying to see if he can back behind the pillar. Succubus, he sees it really quickly, setting up a port in case he gets yoinked out of the position. And he's able to get himself a big Overlord charging in. Ledgeboard out for Goeris in case there's I don't think you'll be able to stop Mortal Coil, but I guess if you're a second BCC, you might be able to let you board out of, or just for defenses. Try to see if you can port Goeris. Does board him out. He got himself the grippy hand though, able to grab a handful of Cobre. Got himself a full wall. Soulfire, potentially big damage. Goeris needs to land those kicks. Full stun into Cobre. Cobre no longer has a wall, so he's in a weird spot right now. Trying to see if he can glide around. I love that glide. Succubus really quickly catching Goeris. Does drop down a dome of protection really quickly. Mortal Coil running him out. Score picking up a little bit of extra health. That's Succubus. Hold on. Chaos Mother is attacking the ghoul, but not Goeris. It's channeling on the wrong target. Cobre just trying to see if he can get himself an angle versus Goeris, setting out those ports, one pelting Goeris on the side with a Succubus catching the guy. Finally for Cobre, as long as he can get himself an angle, he might be in a great spot. Infernal Bolt almost leaves his fingertips, or not even fingertips, claws? Scalar claws, I guess. I guess there's no, this is still fingertips on a dragon, wouldn't that be? But they're like scaly. I don't know. It's just the anatomy is all kinds of out of whack. Succubus CC, another catch by Cobre. Tried to go for a stun, interrupted by Goeris, but he's able to still get himself a full Overlord jumping in. The silence onto Cobre for a second. Mortal Coil to lock down Goeris. Looks at Cobre, tried to go for a quick cast. Was not quick enough. Got himself a flick in case Goeris wants to yoink him back in, but Goeris knows he just wants to be extra careful here. Extra careful. Yet another Succubus catches the guy. That's so good. Big Chaos Bolt with Infernal Bolt. Goeris could be under a ton of pressure. That is a lot of damage out of Cobre. All that quickly. He could potentially be building up for a big Tyrant or Pit Lord as well. So the longer the batch goes on, it is actually not bad for Cobre because he's just building up for even more pets. Trying not to get interrupted. Does get a juke. Quick stun into Goeris. Can't stop him. Chaos Bolt. Big Incinerate. Ruination. Keep him in place. Big Bolt. Oh, that is a lot of damage. Pit Lord does go in. I think it actually blasts out the pet of Goeris. That or the... I think it looked like he blasted the pet of Goeris. He's got himself a bit of damage. Wait, Goeris, are you with Riders of Apocalypse? Actually, no, he is a rider. For some reason, I thought you might have been a Deathbringer. Never mind. Never mind. For some reason, I thought he was a Deathbringer. Forget about it. I thought it was going to be the biggest burst out for Guerreros, but the rider for Frost DK actually is not that bad. It is not bad at all. Does catch Guerreros real quickly for CC. He does break out of it though. Undead Racial was on use there. Got him some reflect. Let's go, but try to see some kind of a setup in case Guerreros goes for maybe like a grip, is able to at least go for a bit of that first aid. So if Guerreros does not stop the aid, that is going to give him recovery. Did you also try to go for first aid? Is that what I just saw on the channel? Is that what I saw for a second? Waited out the death pact in order to have a little bit of health to work with. Cobra just took the longest gate in the world right now. Got himself a setup so he can at least port around the corner with Guerreros. Mortal Coil trying to catch a fear. Doesn't get interrupted though. Guerreros trying to be very, very careful with it. Does go for a blind. Steel has himself a kick in case he needs to. May not need it if he gives himself a proper stun. Cobra also does try to go for a stun. Overlord? Overlord? What? Overlord, please. Wait. Oh, every single time I was watching the thing just raise the axe above his head, just stops. Just teasing. I kept waiting for like a big bursted cleave ability. It is satisfying to watch. Yeah, that's also a portion of Cobra damage just out of the window. Got him to reflect for a second. Hold on, if you got some damage. While you have reflect up, Guerreros can interrupt you. He can CC you for some abilities, but he can't really interrupt you. Trying to get a freshly Cyad? I don't know if you'll be able to. I don't know if you'll be able to. Mortal Coil, I think he just needs to go one for damage. Guerreros not in a great spot. Does get himself shields last second on the bolt, which soaks up a huge portion of it. Big port for Cobra. One more port. Just trying to see if he can back up out of there. Is it going for Ruination? Does get interrupted on it. Hold on a second. He needs something, anything. Knocking Guerreros for just a moment. He can't interrupt him anymore. Shadow Fury? Fear? Full burst? Does he have anything to follow up? Does have a stun? Ruination? Does connect together with an Infernal. You need just a little bit more damage. You ain't gonna back over. Dart back or Cobra, but he doesn't have much health to really work with. Overlord does finally get the cleave. Both are so low. Could be anyone's game. Silence reflected back at Guerreros. Hold on, he's got one more cast. Oh, Mortal Coil. He needs that cast right now. He needs this cast right now. Guerreros so low. Death back to keep himself alive. Does go for a kick, some kind of a kick onto Guerreros, onto Cobra. Double bolt takes it. Oh my god! The double bolt! I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it. If Vasily at the very least does allow Cobra to get a first new pet, I can't believe that duel. That reflex silence was so good. DFA Cobra, yeah, that's over I think for him. Yeah, nothing you could do. Nothing. He's spent. That duel against the Death Knight spent him completely. Man. Oh, that's crazy. Krager is up next. Man, the first duel lasted for 6 minutes between the DK and the Warlock, huh? They were literally the first ones out, huh? That's wild. Is Vasily able to get himself a proper stun on Krager? It is going to be a bit of a toughie here. As Krager does go for a stun back to the rogue, trying to get some bleeds rolling on him as early as possible. Colossus Smash and everything is available. Able to pierce past the armor of a rogue. As long as you keep him next to you, he can't go anywhere. Click the shadow so at least remove the bleeds. I don't know if Krager can waddle over there fast enough, but Rogue does get himself a reset. Yeah, unless the Rogue goes back in there himself. For Krager, it's just a waiting game. 3 uses of Hearthstone? Dude, yeah, that is a Hearthstone. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, maybe you should have used a Hearthstone instead of a Hearthstone. I feel like that was one of those reasons where it's just like, you know what? Maybe I just pour it out. That's a tough one. I mean, not to say the Frost DK is overpowered or anything. They definitely are not well represented, but in a one-on-one situation against certain classes, I think they really can shine. Guerreros at the very least sticks to his guns when playing Frost DK. He's like, you know what? It's my main. I'm gonna keep playing it. Krager got full bleeds onto Vasily. Where they reflect, I don't even know what you reflect back at the rogue. What can a rogue do to you that can actually get reflected? I'm confused by that. I mean, maybe there's someone with a Deathstalker playstyle because some of it is plague damage. Krager might just go down here. Hold on, that cheap shot could have been really bad. She deaths for the rogue. Blind? Does the rogue have any bleeds on him? If the rogue's got bleeds, I don't know if he's going to make a recovery. Leap by the warrior. Gouge really quickly. Just needs one more overpower. Does take it with a Mortal Strike. I think at least Mortal Strike. But he's at least able to take him out. I love Kim K as a Beastmaster Hunter. I don't know how this is going to work. Technically, last week we did have a We did have Beastmaster and Survival Hunters, yes, in the duels with WAP. And as an arms warrior, he actually didn't do that bad. He needs to do a lot of line of sighting from the pets though. That's about all you can do. BM, Bestial Wrath and everything is up right now for KMK with a turtle shell. Actually having to rotate through quite a number of defenses. He got himself the big army of pets summoned up with the call. But I don't know if it'll be enough. Full stun. I don't know if Cracker has demolished. He just did one good hit. Trying to make sure he doesn't get frozen trapped. Hold on. Just one throw. Oh, it does get himself the elite mortal strike. Reflected a black arrow, I think. Or some kind of a black arrow type proc. Back to the hunter. Flush with a quick strike. Kidney shot. There's nothing Cracker can do. It's just over. Yeah. That's a rough one. And Zekon trying to make sure the rogue does not get an easy escape. Hit him with a full wreck immediately. That's got to be a cloak shadows for plus really early on. Shield of End is burning through a lot of defenses for Zekon though. He's burning through a wall. Lay on hands. So that's a Shield of End. Lay on hands. I don't know if Blush can just continue the pressure here. I think he's gonna have to get a reset, but the Dawnlight is not gonna let you get any kind of resets behind the pillar. Maybe you can get a sap on the warrior on the paladin at some point. Sap? I'm surprised. I thought this man was gonna hit him with a judgment. That was crazy. A trick of Deathstalker plague damage. I wonder if that reflects it every time. I do wonder that too. It has to be plague damage from Deathstalker Chris, because normally there's nothing rogues can do that can be reflected, unless maybe like actually your weapon enchant could technically be reflected, especially if you're running the depths one, which is just like raw shadow damage. That one could be reflected actually. So yeah, it's either a Deathstalker thing with plague damage, or it's maybe like a weapon enchant or something. It's just so unusual to have a reflect versus a rogue, you know what I mean? Zekon picking up the eye plus, not in a great spot. Technically has a evasion and a vanish. And maybe he can follow up with like a cheap shot, full disarm, put some pressure into Zekon, but like without a trick, without a cloak, it's just still unsafe to go out there. I think he still throws caution to the wind, like what most rogues do. Yeah, Flagellation though is up, so technically he could build up for a lot of damage. Zekon decided not to go with a Searing Glare. Is he delaying? He doesn't have sent it. Maybe he's just delaying later into a full kit shot onto Zekon, plus trying to see if he can make some damage happen here. Shadow Blades, everything is available too. I thought it was Shadow Blades, and those also ran out really quickly. And Zekon, as long as he doesn't get interrupted here, he might be okay. Does go for the bubble. Try to see if he can keep the pressure roll onto Plush. Technical Plush does still have evasion. Cloak Shadows very soon. So at this point, Zekon might have been better in a much better spot. Maybe just regenerating. A gouge if you have a stun. If you have a stun right now, Plush could end this. I don't know if he has one. Kidney shot. Vanish. You need Sippy Cup. Cheap shot. Blind maybe? You're selling Consecration. Hold on. Wait, no more Dawnlight. Hold on a second. Maybe he can win. First aid is huge. Even getting a couple ticks is fine. Sap. I don't know if he wins this. I don't know if he does. I kind of want to see him winning, but I don't know if he does. Still, a bop is available for Zekon by the looks of it. Unless it's just like UI bugged. But it looks like bop is still available. I'm assuming it is. I don't even know what the situation with lay hands is. He might just have lay hands at the ready. Who knows, honestly. But for Plush, I think it is going to be definitely a slower burn right now. He's got Shadow Blades. I don't know if he's got Flagellation to put together with it. Does get a sap. If you got technically like OCDs, as long as you lock down Zekon, don't give him a chance to CC you. The blind Searing Glare definitely is not exactly what you wanted. And a full stun. Yeah, it's over. It's over. It is over. As Leo is the last one out over in Team 1. Used to fight through Zekon as well as Aaron. As well as Aaron. As he got himself a hand of freedom. Leo with an IBF immediately. Zekon, no more bubble. Maybe a Bob. Bob doesn't do anything for you. So I think lay on hands might have to be the play here, honestly. That or your Bob super early. And then hope you live. Full maker match is available. Leo gets hit with a stun. Does have a human racial blind onto Zekon. Trying to see if he can build up the Remorseful Witcher. Silence unless you lay on hands. Oh yeah, it's over. Actually, he can't even lay on hands while silence, can he? Maybe that is the play. Just hit the paladin with a silence and you're good. You know what I mean? Authority depths? Yeah, exactly. That weapon technically would be like a magic effect. I think even the Radiant enchant for the weapons, that does still also holy damage too, so I think that could technically be reflected. Aaron, there's not competition. Just need to send burst into Leo, take him out, quick touch of death, and takes it. Krager does pick up 2, however, though. Krager does pick up 2, which is amazing. Wonderful to see. Alrighty, well with that, I'm pretty sure Krager is done for the night, so I think we might be done for the night too, chat. Thank you all for coming by. I appreciate you. You guys are wonderful. Beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you boys enjoyed. Let me double check with Kragar. Let me double check. Wait, he wants to go again. Okay. Okay, he wants to go again. Never mind. One more time. Uno más. No más. Wait. We need to find 3. Okay, list it real quick. We'll list it, relist it back up. We need 3. If you guys want to join, we have 1 more in us. Krager wants to go 1 more. Krager says we're ready. Krager was like, last duel, he was like, that's the last one. And he's like, 1 more. It's also 1 more. Join Plush. He is listed on the Molten Core. Needs 3. Right now is your last chance to join in really quickly. 1 more for the road. Exactly. 1 more for the road. Exactly. It's an invalid target. What button am I pressing? Oh, is it? Misdirect? Is that what it is? What about 1 more? 1 more spot. Now is the time to shine, boys. This is it. I was here. I was here. I think I saved that one, right? Pretty sure I did. Down, did they ever make Legion Classic remix? Do you think they would give us a recolor of the Bright Cat form? I don't know if they would give a recolor, but I could see them potentially bringing back another type of Sparkle Kitty. Okay. Chat! Bad news. Bad news. Bad news, boys. I think Krager forgot. He told me that last duel was literally last. I think he literally just instantly hit me with, "Oh, we're ready." I think he forgot that he was gonna end it right there. He just hit me with a, "Wait, actually, sorry, I wrote it wrong. I wrote you wrong message. I'm actually done for the night." Yeah, he just hit me with a, sorry, actually, I'm done. No, you're just gonna 5-man 2. We are done. We are done. We're done, chat. We're done. I baited you, but we are done. We actually are done. I baited you so hard. I didn't mean to, but we're actually done. I told them all good. Yeah, have a good one. We're done. We're done. I was thinking for a second, like, he just said, like, "Oh, last one for the night." And was like, "We're ready." I'm like, "Okay, let's go." And now he's like, "Oh, actually, no, I'm done." Oh, man. Ja, nie получится историю группы собрать. Ну, может, возможно. Ну, я думаю, все пока. Может, в следующей неделе попытаемся так и делать, да? Потому что мне нормально дуэлить чуть-чуть, как его, чуть-чуть, I'd be down to go a little longer, I guess what I'm trying to say. Yeah, Corbin was asking like, "Yo, what if I make a second group?" I was like, I'm not against it, but I think we'll call it here, but next week though. I'm down for it next week. Yeah, I'm down to just keep going next week. We'll see if we can get some groups going. We can find another? Can we find another one? No. We'll call it here. Next week we'll come back and we'll try to see if we keep it going after Krager dips. Just to keep the groups going, see how many more games we can get in. How did that sound? Да, сегодня не получилось дуэли. Да, в следующей неделе попытаемся играть чуть-чуть больше. Да, потому что когда Крагер скажет мне, окей, он все, на наиграл, тогда попытаемся, как его, группа Plush и присоединить группу может с тобой as lead. Yeah, a bit of Russian, a bit of English there, but basically I'm telling Cobra, yeah, we're down for that, but next week I'm down to go a little bit longer. We'll probably just like have Plush as a group lead, and then we'll maybe make a Cobra lead. We'll just, I'm down to keep going, right? Make 2 groups and we'll just like slam as many as we can until we get bored. No, all good, Johnny boy, all good, all good. Yeah, even that would be really cool. Badly upset I missed out on Legion. Yeah, because look, they gave the Fell Bear form for bear druids, but like a sparkly, shiny kitty that leaves a trail. I think they could add like a new version that's similar to the original, but not quite. Kind of like the Fell Bear, right? It's the same model, same appeal, but it's not quite the same as the Mage Tower, right? It's an opportunity for players that never got that type of bear form to get it, but also players that played back in Legion, they still have their own unique versions, but then they can get an extra bonus one, right? So I could see like them adding another version of Sparkly Kitty. I would assume it wouldn't have the same armor or same model, but it'd be like in the same style of like, as it runs, it leaves a trail of like shinies or whatever. And maybe it has like some cool, unique armor that's more celestial looking. Maybe like a celestial kitty, almost like, you know what would be cool? If they added a form of a spectral cat mount, but try to like find a way to make a spectral cat form, right? Or like a fell version of like a fell saber form. That'd be cool too, right? Because it's Legion. I'd be cool with that. Or you know what I'd be okay with too? You know what I would be okay with to a degree? So when you get artifact weapons, right? Let me see if I can find them real quickly. See if I can find it real quickly here. Yeah, so here we go. That's actually perfect. Okay, so back in Legion, they made a bunch of different weapon skins, right? For, let me see if I can find Arcane Mage. Mage. Artifact weapon. Just to see if I can find it real quickly. I guess what I'm trying to find is like different variations of artifact weapon for Arcane Mages, right? Okay. This is perfect. So, back in Legion, they made a bunch of different variations of these artifact weapons, right? If you never played back in Legion, you basically get a very, very base version of the artifact weapon. And as you unlock like different color variations, you also get to unlock different skins, right? So this is the base skin. This would be like the upgraded skin after finishing the story. And there's like, you know, color variations of that or whatever. And then there'll be, let's say like this is, I think, the Balance of Power. So once you complete the big storyline with Legion, that's the version of the arcane weapon skin that you can get. Then there was also the PvP one, which looks like this, and then there was the Mage Tower one, which looks like sand, right? Chrono Mage look to it. And then there was the hidden one, which is like the sheep. And with this one in particular, when you polymorph an enemy while wearing the staff of a sheep, there's a chance that the staff changes and polymorphs into like a sheep itself. It has a sheep's head and like bulging eyeballs and just starts yelling. It was there as like a joke, but it's like, those are their hidden quests. Everybody had a different hidden quest. Theirs was, you find the tower in Elven Forest, and you have to polymorph with certain mobs, and there's other mobs come out, and it's basically more of a jokey quest for them. It's like a meme for them. But basically, you see that there's like this type of artifact weapon, right? 1 appearance, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. So there's an unused weapon appearance for Arcane Mages. Never get to use it. And there's apparently one for every single class in the game. So, what I'm trying to say is I would be perfectly fine if they were to bring back artifact weapon skins for every single class in the game. But for them to not bring the originals, but give them like an unused variation. Because I mean, look at this one. This one looks pretty cool, right? Imagine getting the purple, the blue, the pinkish, and the... it's like turquoise, I guess? I'd be cool with that, right? I'd be cool with that specifically. So for them to add like another spectral kitty thing, and let us get another weapon choice, I think it'd be great. Legion was great. Dude, I enjoyed the hell out of Legion. I liked it mostly for like the totality of it. I think the legendary system and the RNG of it wasn't the best, because a lot of players really, like, when you want to play super hardcore, you had to degen pretty hard to get your best assault legendaries, and some people got super unlucky. Artifact weapon thing, it was a grind, right? I mean, the AP, we don't really like AP that much. Nobody really liked AP back in BFA. Nobody really liked AP grinding for like cosmetics and Shadowlands that much, right? I feel like Legion AP, the only reason why I'm like kind of okay with it is because you went from like WoD, where there was just like nothing to do but sit in your garrison and play your Facebook game, which is really not that fun. And then you go from that to like grinding in Legion. I was like, you know what? I think I'm okay grinding just because I did like nothing in WoD. So it's like, I'm just happy to be able to do something. Was it great overall? No. I think everybody wants to have the moment where they feel like they're done with the character, at least for the season, and they're ready for the next season. I think that's more satisfying that way. Like an endless power progression, I don't think it's healthy. It just feels like you never finished, never completed character, right? But yeah, so it's one of those things that people don't like it, but in totality, I felt like the world was awesome. The lore was awesome. Open world content was great. The side content was great. The Mage Tower solo challenge was awesome, right? The actual zones they added, the catch-ups they added to them were amazing. The raids, for the most part, are very, very memorable. Some are like Kill Jaden, which are like a really tough one, but a lot of them are memorable, you know, from Nighthold to Emerald Nightmare to even that mini raid with Odin, and then you fight Helya at the end, to Antorus, man. I mean, it was a peak World of Warcraft. It was so fun. Every class was really unique with the artifact weapon and the Order Hall campaigns and all that. It's so much replayability. There was like so much reason to play alts. It sucked having to farm AP on alts and legendaries, but like replayability on its own was really, really nice, right? Like if we played the game more casually, I thought it was a great experience, right? Compared to let's say like casual experience being M+, you know what I mean? It was the early days of M+, even that was just like, you know, it felt like there was just so much to do outside of just endgame too. That's what I think was my favorite part. It just felt like it was meaningful at the same time. Mob was better though? I feel like Mob is so different to Legion, I wouldn't really be able to compare the two. I feel like Mob definitely had good raids. Oh, I felt like Vault of the not Incarnates, it's Mogoshan, right? Mogoshan Vaults. It is alright as a raid. I thought the Heart of Fear was cool thematically, and then Turrets I feel like was kind of, to me it was forgettable, but like it was still like a lot to do. I feel like I guess they had challenge modes. I was gonna say, I feel like if that expansion had Mythic Plus, it would have been really, really fun, but they had challenge modes, which was not quite M+, but pretty close. PvP was great though. Class design was awesome. I will give you that. Old Combat Rogue, yeah, class design was legendary, for sure. PTSD from Mob dailies, that's what I was gonna say. Like, it's like, I don't hate Mob, but the amount of dailies was a lot though. Like nowadays we have world quests and like you could really get super grindy, but it's like, it just felt like there was a lot of like dailies took a good portion of your time if you wanted to gear a Mob. It was kind of nuts. It was kind of nuts. Yeah, I feel like if there weren't like, Mob was good though. I'd say Mob for the most part was good. I just don't know if I would be able to rank Mob against Legion. I'd put them maybe like very, very close to each other in like enjoyment. Yeah, I like Legion for specific reasons though. Timeless Isle was awesome. I don't think they've ever, like, they made a lot of other islands since Timeless Isle, right? Like Nushatar and BFA, or I guess Broken Shore and Legion was kind of like their version of Timeless Isle. Mechagon of BFA was also really, really good, right? What else did they have? I thought Dragonflight Forbidden Reach was also pretty good just as a catch-up zone. It was really quick, really easy. But I don't think any of them really, like, Timeless Isle was peak catch-up, peak content, peak grinding, peak anything you wanted to do, peak. It was amazing. It was good. It was really well done. They've done zones in very similar vein to it. I don't think all of them, and some of those zones have done certain things really, really well, but they haven't done like the totality of it all. Timeless Isle like is still just number one, like just out of all of them, number one in that category. Literally still king. Yeah. I feel like the other zones maybe did certain like events or open world stuff, or maybe the catch-ups was really, really good, or cosmetics you can get really, really good, or maybe like they weren't as grindy as some of the parts of Timeless Isle. But like, yeah, Timeless Isle was definitely really, really good. But yeah, I just don't know if I'd be able to like rank them against each other. Hey Dal, what's up, Worthless? How you doing, my guy? We're calling it here though. Oh, I also have is that the mounts? Oh wait. I have the bike. I have the bike on an A, so I guess they're giving me to a U too. That is wild. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for 28 months, my man. Close to 30, dude. Close to 30, my guy. Yeah. EU, dude. Is this bad that I'm showing this off over in the EU, man? I don't know if I should be. I know it's like super painful. It's a pain in the ass for you guys to be able to get this thing too. But man, I thought I would only see this on an A. The bike. I didn't realize it would give me for my entire all my accounts, but I guess everything is world bound or whatever. That's interesting. Wild. And then you got the other pets too, or mounts. Picked these up earlier. Yesterday I think it was. Blackrock War Saber, and then it was the, what is it called? The Keldarai Warwolf. Yeah. Is it pretty cool? The whole direct was awesome. Alrighty, well with that chat, I am gonna call it though. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much for coming by. I appreciate every single one of you. Super fun hanging out with all of you, as always. Thank you. I'll see all of you tomorrow for more duels over in the NA region. I am gonna go get some food, finish up some work really quickly, and get ready for Mythic Plus or PvP. Probably Mythic Plus, but unless... yeah, probably Mythic Plus. We'll see. I do want to get my stuff out of the way. Tomorrow, more duels. If you guys want to join us on Team NA, you're more than welcome to. Alrighty. Alrighty. You guys have a wonderful one. Peace.
Been burning, I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna